Test, test, test. You guys hear me? Can you hear me tonight? Can you hear me, Shay?
Yep.
Yep.
Perfect.
All right. So we're hearing each other.
All right, perfect. Night, everybody. How is everybody doing? How are you guys doing?
What did you mean?
Yeah, I'm
Over
alright.
here.
Busy, but okay. Busy is good.
Busy is a good problem to have.
Yeah.
At times, yeah. Um. So how you guys in the market this week?
This
Get
week.
the early stuff out to the week.
The market barely sound this week.
I'm more buying than selling.
Alright.
I'm happy with my buys, so no problems there.
You said more buying than selling.
Yeah, I don't think I sold anything. I bought a lot, so
A load of
I'll be
time.
happy to be
It's
here.
funny. It's funny. I was doing the same thing this week. I mean, I did sell a little, but just like
My usual
re
thought when you
re.
ask what's how with the market is, my thought is sell anything profit any money make like that. But yeah,
Oh,
so
That's true. Because you know what?
nah.
sometimes I can be happy about the full process, right? You get what you want, so you
Yeah,
have it.
because that's up. That's not often what I mean, you know. But
I
yeah,
know, but it's the thought that comes to my mind. It's
That's
yeah,
true.
the thing you think about it. What's a good outcome in the market? Make some money.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Or set up
Yeah,
the making of more money
exactly.
in
So
Like that
future.
part too.
you're not gonna
Yeah,
make the money if you're not spending it. So I have to be happy about that part.
yep, yep. You're just saying something, Shay?
No, I was just agreeing with Danai that most times it's like the completed trade. The completed
Mm-hmm.
play is what people usually
Hmm.
talk about when they say, "Oh, okay, well, what's happening this week on the market, or what did you
Or just
do?
how was the
How
market?
was
If
it?
it's good
Yeah,
or
how
bad,
was
it's
it?"
not good if you don't make the money, right?
Yeah. Well,
But yeah,
maybe.
Uh,
Yeah.
in truth, if I get a stock at a price that I is unbelievably low, I think it's a good week.
but think about that. What is it? Yeah, I
For
mean,
me, it's for
unbelievably low.
me.
That's
Like if I
mhm,
just put in a boy, I wish it could just go down there, order, and it actually does it.
mhm,
Yeah, awesome.
mhm.
Great.
The thing I'm saying, think about it next way sometime because we're not always. That's not necessarily where we make money all the time, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
not necessarily this thing is lower than where it was or it's falling or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's we buy
I don't know
where it
if.
is and because where it is good. And if you think about it, where it is, sometimes you say, boy, it's not gonna be at that price for long, so that's unbelievable low.
Oh
Or
yeah, yeah,
when
definitely.
I ready for my money, it's not gonna be at that price. So
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Well, I don't know
okay,
if.
go ahead.
I don't know if Shay. Yeah, as well, Shay. I don't know. I don't know if that's what you were saying, Shay. Because I don't know if you see it that way. Because it's not always.
Yeah.
That's not often always it's thought of. That's not always the initial
Mm-hmm.
thought.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
And
that's
the thing
However,
I think about
you
when I
know.
say it is, it's the truth is it's not common for me that it's unbelievable. Where this thing is lower than this thing dip
mm-hmm,
and I get it
Hmm.
somewhere. That's I mean that's a happy scenario,
mm-hmm.
but is that what happens very often? No, not really.
Almost never for
Almost
me,
never.
but
But
I
yeah,
get
for me,
it.
it's like, that's a rare
Yeah.
scenario. And then think about that. Think about other people. Shit, it's unbelievable low because you.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else when the stock is falling, it's wow, why the stock falling? Is it a bad thing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So
Yeah, and if people I don't know if it's seen that way.
mhm.
Not everybody see it that way
Let's
though.
go back
You
to
know,
the
everybody.
conversation when we were talking
All
about the
right,
fast rich thing, I think.
let's turn.
And I said
There we go.
I can't don't think of things as a stable state, meaning the price is where it is for it as three for the longest while. So people start thinking of it as a $3 stock. So
Mm-hmm.
if it goes up, oh, money was made on this thing. If it goes down, boy, they either think of it as it must bounce back to three, or is this bad end of the world scenario? When in reality is the price is the price what it is today, and you have to say to yourself, am I getting it? Am I this if I buy it at this price, what am I selling it for later? And is that good for what I want it?
Exactly that.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
But you see, you brought up something really, really important. When you get used to seeing a certain price next to a certain stock,
Mm-hmm.
to break out of that,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, is yeah, it's not the easiest
Mm-hmm.
thing, especially when it lingers there for a while.
Mm-hmm. Now, it happened in the next direction too when it going up. Yes, people. You say sometimes you say, oh, you're wait. This, maybe you're waiting on a better price because you really felt the price is maybe good today for you want, but
Uh-huh.
you even be fine buying it higher, right? But you see the queue and you see what's going on for the like say it's like some of a trend, right? It's been trading and sometimes it dip and you say to yourself, boy, I only wanted the dip because that's a low place. That's where I can get it low. And then the dip stop and you say, boy, it's moving up, and you say to yourself, maybe I'm just fine buying higher this time. Most people stop right there.
Mm-hmm.
And I buy no higher price than I see yesterday. And worse, me know it did a dip. I could have buy it for $2 yesterday and you have to buy it at three today. No man.
Yes. See, that's something about moving on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really
Easier
takes us
said
to
than
break
done.
out of that. I'm just seeing it at what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the price is the price. Is
Mm-hmm.
it good?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Where you going to sell it at? And
It's better than
you have to
where
work
I
with
intend
that.
to sell, where I think it's
Yep.
going.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, so people get very caught up in what's the price right now. And I say people, I mean me too.
Of course.
I
Of
know I made a
course.
mistake.
Yeah, that's a hard one for people to get over. It almost I don't know how to get people over it
Mm-hmm.
because it's like I've thought people have been over it and then later on when you're talking to them you see them sorry you
Oh, that's
realize that
on
they're
thing.
not
I go on
actually
mute. On.
yeah no that's on my
Mm-hmm.
side. I just fixed it. The echo yeah, is from my side.
Okay.
Yeah, it's yeah people do that and then you'll hear they'll say it and then later on they're doing something and whatever they're doing is kind of showing that they're still thinking the same way,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, most people still think that what they want is they want to buy it at $1. And it must move at $1 until after I done buy everything I want. And then when I done buy everything I want, then it
Then
can
it
go
can
up to
Yeah,
move.
man, and if I
$5.
get some money
Yeah, and it
next
must
week,
never stop.
yeah,
Yeah.
man, I
And
needed to
and
go
you,
back
you
there.
forget that if it's going to five, then it's a good buy at two, it's a good buy at three, it's a good buy at four. People have the money. You know how much time we've spoken to people, clients, and on this show where it's oh yo, I got a lot, and then I'm waiting on this price, and the question I ask you buy no more since because this price you're talking about is really it's just really high price for where you bought, and it's a good thing when you're talking
Yeah.
about how much money you're gonna make, and then we ask, so what are you doing the money you have now? I'm not really buying it. If it fall back, I buy it. I'm not gonna buy more though, and they're not seeing that bird in the hand. I
It's
have
more
money in
money.
hand. This money can make some money because, as far as I'm
If it's
concerned, this
even
thing is going to
3%,
five. This thing is going to
Hmm.
five, but I will not buy it at two. Come on, don't spend money at one.
And so they'll miss out.
They miss out, and
And
they're
but
also inhibiting the rise they want. They're not willing to take it off of the people that's selling. So somebody selling the stock at two, and you say, "Yo, it's going to five. I have money in hand, but I'm not thinking that." Then who go buy it from them to make it go up?
true,
You're waiting
true,
on
true.
somebody
What
else to make the
people
action you betting on.
true. Well, let's see if other people will slowly get out of that. I mean, some people are we know that.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the girl guides. A lot of people know that from girl. But it, as I say, take a little
Mm-hmm.
time for people to be up to scratch with that, with getting out of that sort of thinking. And then once they do, what happens is that you understand more of that
Mm-hmm.
sort of conversation where it's I'm buying it. A joke and say, buy high, sell higher,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm buying it not for where it is, but
Mm-hmm.
for where
Where
I
it's
expect
going.
it to
Mm-hmm.
go.
And I think that we
mhm.
Yeah,
spoke. I think we even spoke about some of that very recently. And we said we were saying I lost it. I really did lose it. I was thinking, oh, no, no, they said the buy high sell high triggers another thing for me. So I forgot
Mhm.
what I was saying there. Yeah. Oh, it's run that back.
We've touched on it a few times in different ways. The buy high and,
Oh
and
yes, the
sell
thing. Yeah,
higher
continue,
was
continue.
one.
Mm-hmm.
Another one was when we were saying, when Randy was talking about greater fool theory.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm.
I think a lot of it is mixed into that. And still the whole moving on thing. I mean, move on from your old price. If you think it's going to five there and your old price was one, but now you've gotten more money, like just let go at the old price. If
Mm-hmm.
it's going to
No, the thing I was
five,
saying was thing that I find often that you have to learn a lesson more than one time
oh yeah, definitely,
because things
definitely.
change and then it gets a new context that you just have to reapply. It's like,
Mhm.
oh, the money change, the plays are making change. You have to say to yourself, all right, this same lesson going to hit me in a new form. I have different fears around this that we can't think around a certain way. So you have to
Mhm.
rejig the same thing you learned already
Mhm.
for a new situation.
Yep.
Yeah, the market always changing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's good. And that's kind of where I want to start this talk this week. I mean, we talk about a lot of the investor concepts and a lot of the we talk about a lot of the investor concepts and so on, but I think it's good for us to also just do some of the stuff that we also have been doing for a long time, the fun stuff, which is just talking about the actual
Mm-hmm.
market, talking about the actual stock stuff that we
Mm-hmm.
like, stuff that we don't like. So I think that's good. There's stuff that we like excited about on the market. Um, as I say, actually did touch the market a little bit this week, and I will continue to. I sold things, but I don't even think of it that way.
Mm-hmm.
And you say it, then I thought about how I sold. I mean, I sold just to fund other
Mm-hmm.
buys.
Sometimes
Yeah,
housekeeping.
which is exactly housekeeping, which I need to do a lot more
Same.
of. And that's something that more people need to also maybe understand.
Mm-hmm.
Like I hear a lot of, boy, I don't have the money, but you have money in stock, right? Yeah, what is not doing well, right?
Exactly.
But I
That's
wish I
money.
had money to buy. Why? Yeah, that's money.
It's not doing well. Why is it
Yeah,
not
so
doing
that's
well?
a that's a
And very often what really happens into it's not doing well. It's I'm no longer happy with where this thing is going, or I'm no longer confident where it's going. But you're still in it. That's the money. The best thing you're begging for it's right in front of you. You're saying because everybody
mm,
knows I don't the moment you say I don't believe in this thing, and like anybody in the investment space then quickly ask you why you buy it then, but you already buy it. But you don't believe in it. Why you keeping it?
that's true.
Or it could even just
But
be
then also,
plans change, or the plans for the company change, your outlook on the company change, and you just have to say, all right, my money is there though, and I need money for the next thing I'm doing. So,
where's it gonna come from? Yeah,
out of your pocket,
it have to come from there.
same
So
pocket, everything.
exactly, yeah, exactly. And so yeah, it's good for I think to see just to see that thought. I think just to see that sort of thinking, more of that sort of thinking. I'm hoping more people have that sort of thinking
Mm-hmm.
because is where the profit is. It's funny. Yeah, I'm thinking about how the market has been all year. We're in October
Mm-hmm.
now,
Time
the
flies.
fourth quarter, and yeah, man, time really flies. And to see I don't know, just to see the level of profit on the market, and then when I talk to other people, you hear it. They almost don't know that there's anything there. It's depending on who you talk to, you'd almost hear it sounding like, oh, not happening in the
Mm-hmm.
market, things dead. Which
Market
is,
always dead, no, bro.
yeah, if you don't know, you're doing the market dead, yeah. But but there is always opportunity, and there's been strong opportunity. I'm actually surprised whenever I hear it, because of the level of opportunity that I know is out
Mm-hmm.
there that has been happening, especially nowadays, right? So it's not just at month ends. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I know
Yeah.
everybody love the month end, the quarter end, but that won't always work how we want. Um, yeah, that won't always work how we want, and in the meantime, you miss wonderful gains in other things
Mm-hmm.
because of hoping for something that isn't there.
Mm-hmm. And the truth
So
around that too, like which getting other thing, I think why people don't think about it is this time delay. I'm waiting on month end. I'm looking at when you start thinking along all the opportunities around month end only, then you start thinking in month end. You stop going for you start overlooking the 3 month play. That was remember a conversation we had. You had with somebody. I was there for it. One of your people in the girl group. He knows himself. Big of himself. Isn't it?
Okay.
Um,
We don't really know how to
yeah,
load up, but so the
I don't want
thing
to give a
was,
name, but I was trying
mm,
to find a signal for that. But situationship boss. Yes. So, but
mm,
yeah, that's it. You get so locked in on doing this thing in this way, you give up other opportunities that might sometimes just even be easier. I'm not looking for this 1 year. I'm not
yeah,
looking for
yeah,
this
yeah.
3 month because I need to go month to month. And you even admit to that month to month harder and hard, and you can't even stop. And as much as he's doing successfully, a lot of people not necessarily, right? So, but then they get very locked into doing it. Yeah, man, I need to do the month. I need to do the month end play. I don't really see no opportunity card. Right? What that really means sometimes I've heard or seen it's I just never actually saw a month end play to make. I never really could have figured out the mountain play that I would have liked to make. So as far as I'm concerned, nothing I really going in the market. Everybody else talk about the mountain play they make. Nothing I go on cause me not see it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. And those mountain plays won't work how we
The work
think.
what you think, and the, if you don't know why it's happening, or how yeah, why it's happening is a big deal. Because how you going to make it work forever? Almost certainly won't work forever.
Yeah, that's it. Almost certainly won't work forever. And won't work in the same way. And those of us who follow
Mhm.
it, follow the market closely enough, know that there's been some shifting.
Mhm.
The last two, maybe the last quarter and the last month, and I've seen changes in how a lot of the things that happen are done.
Mhm.
Uh, but yeah, it's for that. I also like to invite everybody to join. I mean, I haven't done the official start yet, but as always, everybody can jump on if you have a stock you want to talk about, anything you want to hear about. This is the episode for it. So jump on, send a speaker request, and we'll talk about it. And you can maybe hear our thoughts on a stock or two. Of course, while I wait for that, I'll throw it out to you guys. I don't know. Uh, Shay, you say you don't took look at the market much this
Yeah, I've
week.
been up and
What
down a lot.
what would you have wanted to see though? What were you aiming for goal wise in the market? No, let's
In
say
the market. Uh,
yeah, overall, yeah.
I want a 20% by December.
Mm,
Yeah,
quarterly
yeah.
play
Hmm.
ish.
Yeah,
Okay, I mean that's
it's
Doable.
gonna be
Well,
more, I'm guessing, but yeah.
well, you're the
mhm.
confident.
When I say it's like
So,
often work out, eh? You look for a play and
uh,
you find a play
Yeah,
plus stocks.
um, yeah. I've found that when you look, you tend to find.
Mhm.
yeah, yeah. Or well, depends on how you see it. I mean, a 20% play. What I always say is that um every 100, 200, whatever, all of the big gains I've gotten have come from looking for small
Mhm.
gain. Because
And
you
this
know
man calling
the
20
work to get
small. Look that.
the work to get 10% is the same work to get 30% in terms of the pre-work, right? So at least that's how I see it anyway. That's what I think
Mhm.
anyway. I think we have somebody join us early. Editor K.
Good night, everybody.
Editor K, Kirsten. Night night, how you doing?
Good
I'm
night,
doing
boss.
very great.
Very great. It's on the portfolio
Mm.
sync.
It's singing, and I keep reminding myself that you remember the slowdown.
No, but I know what you do. What
You
slowdown?
told me to slow down.
Oh, okay. I told you to
You
slow down.
did.
Okay. Okay, I know. Oh, yes, 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 yes. And to like just kind of assess the whole thing and also where you are starting from, that sort of thing.
Right, right, right.
Hmm.
So I keep reminding myself to slow down because since recently, everything I've been looking at, just looking at, doing my research, they've
Hmm.
been growing. So
Everything you've been looking at, not everything that you
But
have money
different
in.
thing that you know.
not everything, no, not everything I've
But that's a good step. So
It
you're looking in the
is.
right direction because then it helps you figure out what to look for, right?
Yes. And then I'm seeing some, like, I was looking for some little things.
We call it the things.
So most of my investment was in Trans Jamaica,
Okay.
and I saw where I could get a 12%, and I took it. I sold everything. And
Oh
then,
wow. Okay.
yes. And then I started just looking around. And then I started noticing some things, and I'm like, okay, the price went up 8%, just like that. But I
What we
had
talking about? What went up 8%?
so like I was looking at Creamy,
Mm,
Okay. Okay.
and I looked at the financials, and I said, okay, and I looked at the top 10 shareholders, and the top 10, yeah, top 10 shareholders, and I'm like, okay.
mm-hmm.
And then I see the price jump from $2 to $2.19.
That recontextualizes how what you said earlier for me specifically. Wait, for me exactly. Well, when you say everything you look at thing there jumps,
Oh,
I
that's
thought
just
you meant
one
you did some research and you thought it would move, so you look at it and
thought it
you
would move.
figure
So
it out.
I have it on my list watching it.
Oh,
And then I see it move. It went up to $2.19. Then it came back down to $2 flat.
mm-hmm.
And then I said, I should have bought some.
Well, okay.
And then I bought,
Why?
Yeah, that's the big deal. You know, it's not the power is not in the looking. It's the why. The why matter. So when you were looking, what were you thinking would happen to the stock?
that it would move up.
Why?
The financial report looked good. Just
I mean, did
the,
it?
it did.
Which one did you look at?
The, I don't remember exactly now, but it was the
All right, well,
latest.
give the
It
point. Give
was
the
the
points, and
latest
maybe
one.
I'll help you going into it. Yeah, maybe I'll help you going into it in a moment. I'm
So
just trying to thoughts up my mind. So you're saying you looked at it, you look at the
that's what
financials,
I looked at
and then
first, because all I was doing is just grabbing a company that I knew of
mhm,
Mm-hmm.
to be,
like a known thing,
Mm-hmm.
something you
it's
know.
known. So I was actually showing my nanny. I
Yeah.
was actually showing my nanny how to
Okay.
look at a financial report. And I said,
That's nice.
Wow, that
yes.
is
And I
nice. That
picked
is very, very nice. Yeah.
Creamy. Me say, all right, remember ice cream? And is them own the ice cream company that if you were to go buy a box of ice cream now, you remember we're going to school and you bought the ice cream by the box,
Hmm.
they're the persons dominating that market now. So that's the angle I took. And when I looked at the
Okay.
financial report, when I was going through it, I see Scoops
Hmm.
Unlimited. I'm like, but wait, that's Devon House. Remember, I'm very new to this. I didn't know Creamy
No, that's true.
was
That's true.
Devon
That's fine.
House. And I'm like, hold on, this look good. And I kept going through, and I'm like, I should get some of this. But I said, let me just watch it. And it moved from $2 to $2.19. Then it went flat to two again. And I'm like, okay, let me buy just a little so that as I log in, it will be on my list. And
Okay.
then this week it got to
Is that
$2.19 again.
okay?
And now black today, flat at two again.
Mm-hmm. So
So
what
I'm
are you
like,
thinking in terms of the stock? Okay, so what are you
I'm
thinking now? You think you're going back up?
I think it's gonna go back up.
Why? I will keep asking a question, by the way. Heads up.
Why? I don't know
It's the most
why. I don't
Yeah.
annoying
know.
question, but it matters the most. It 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 it
Yeah. Yeah.
it, it makes you put more than just a feeling behind it. And sometimes the feeling is right. You might be looking for the right reason or whatever, and sometimes you don't know why you're looking, or you don't know why the thing you think is happening will happen. And then if you can get that together, then a lot
Right.
of the mistakes and a lot of the problems cut out of it. So that's why we keep asking that question. So it's the why.
Yeah.
The why matters a lot.
Yep.
Why did you think it would go up when you saw it? When you were looking at it?
When I was looking at it, just the view and just what I was seeing, like just what I was seeing at the time.
I get you.
And I saw that
You
it
know what?
used to be at a higher price.
Uh-huh.
'Cause I think I saw it like
Yep.
in the $4 range in the past.
So it's fallen.
It
Mm-hmm.
has fallen.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So one of the things that you want to be careful of, and obviously for any beginner, anybody starting out, especially when you just start to learn more about how to actually look at things. So where you're coming from is a position that everybody understands it, right? But then you have gone one step further, so you learn more about it. Like you say, you're looking through the financials and you're showing your nanny, what's happening with the financials and
Right.
explaining it to her. And there's a thing that happens. I don't know if it's a beginner gun, it happen to me sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So just when you actually start doing the research, you can sometimes fall into, how would I say it? You can fall into maybe the danger of thinking that because you've done the
Mm-hmm.
research and you're doing research and you're seeing things that you never know before,
Mm-hmm.
I make you excited. And so you think, okay, that's what I should buy.
Mm-hmm.
So like in your case, you mentioned Scoops Unlimited, which is, as you say, Devon House. Or well, you said Devon House, but I mean, I think what you mean is that it is linked to Devon House, right?
Linked to Devon House, yes, because when Devon House was coming to where I am located, the name of the company is Scoops.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, the one
Right.
of those outlets.
okay,
It's
but that's not creamy.
mm-hmm. That's the interesting part there. Eh?
No, it's
So you,
it's the
not so you like
Confirm.
it's
You
like
want to believe,
yeah, man, you're really excited
so
about
you
it.
start, you make certain links, and then you kind of stop. Yeah,
Yeah, cause,
because
cause you're
then you have
excited.
confirmed certain things for yourself there. Yeah.
yeah.
So I
I mean,
mean, I don't want not the
looking down their
excitement.
sales here. No? I will read when I ask why, I'm actually asking why. Because I want to see what you see. Because I can't agree or disagree. I can't tell you that, yeah, man, this is going to go up based on what you said. Yeah, you really haven't said much to me that say, oh, it's going to go up. Yeah, the financials were good, as you say, but then what good is not it's not quantitative. It's
We can't
what exactly
quantify
good mean?
good.
Exactly. What does good mean?
Right.
Good to you might be bad to somebody else. Or just,
True.
okay, it's not that crazy, yeah? Because you think of it, you say coming from 4. So why is it that 2 when it coming from 4? Is that then the good time you're seeing might not be good to the person that was liking it at 4, right?
Bought it for, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm
So
I'm still watching that.
no,
Yeah,
don't
but
watch.
you're gonna
Think
watch
about
it the whole
trust me.
time, yeah, man, don't
The,
No,
watch.
the game
Yeah,
I'm
you're playing the game. You're not a spectator. So it's again the same boring annoying question. It's the why. It's all right. Why exactly did it move? What was
I
happening around? I
can't
made
tell.
somebody say, I'm going to buy it for a thing there. And I mean, I'm looking at the incomplete info too. I mean, you say it was at 2, right? And you went to 219.
Right.
Not necessarily a big move. Is it that 219 just wasn't happening for a long while? Was it not trading there? That kind of thing. Creamy.
I was just surprised to see it move, but I'm did not find any reason as to why,
Mm-hmm. And the truth is,
except that.
think about that
And then
too.
it did it again this week.
All right. But think about it. You never bought, right? So
What a little tiny bit.
before at the initial time when you first look at it,
No,
but that's
not at first,
think
no,
about that.
because I was very new to it.
When you think about that, you couldn't convince yourself to buy at the time. So what it sounds like to me is a common thing where people we see it move and it goes back to the price. Same thing we just talked about. Me and Shay were just talking about where this thing is at this price. That's at $2, so it's a $2 stock, right? It goes to 220. Oh, that's some good money. It falls back to 2. So what people do right there, it's I get the opportunity again, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's going back to 219. That
Right,
thing
Mm.
happened. It doesn't mean it's going to happen again. So if you can't really figure out why it moved to 219, then you cannot tell yourself it will move again.
right,
Because it doesn't the thing that moved to 219, the reason that person bought at 219, suppose their money don't know. And then they're fine waiting. And they're not going to buy at 219 again. It doesn't mean there's another person right now like that has the same reason that's going to come and buy again at 219.
right.
So don't get tripped up on this thing happened, so it must happen again. go back to the original when you're looking at it and why you first thought it would move from $2. Why you look at you start when you refer to your checks, you look at it at $2 and say this is a good one. Figure out what about that made you say, yeah, man, buying that tool would make sense to make some money, and then you can look again and say the thing you're doing now, what is it still in effect? Would somebody still go and buy it for $2.19 or wherever? And you do have to figure out as well. What was the price you were thinking it would go to? Which you didn't buy at the time, so I think you probably never really thought of a price it would go to beyond the two. You were saying, oh, two might be a good thing for what it is, but you probably want Shay always talk about it, the exits. You want to think about at the start, if I'm buying it at two, where am I selling it? If you were thinking,
I put in for 240, it's already in.
all right,
Was it 240? Yes,
so the thing to figure out
240.
now is why somebody will buy it from you at 240. Cause good for you at two. Somebody have to say, oh, that's good at 240. And so somebody has to see it and say, I
True.
think there's more than 240 in this within my timeline. So you and them might have different timelines. So your tool is good and you don't want to buy, you will say it at 240. But somebody else look at your price at your saying and say, I want to buy it at that price. And like I'm looking at Creamy right now. It says very like I'm looking at the queue right now. The 219 is near. Right? The 280, if somebody to buy, someone take the money and say, I want some Creamy and I'm going to buy what's on the market, 218 is the first order that's there. And then 219 right after it. So 219 is right there, right?
Right.
But the lowest buy is two, the highest buy is two. So anybody can get up and say, I'll wait. I don't want to buy it at 218.
Wait.
And then you have to look at it and say, my price is at 240. I'm gonna buy everything between my price and the 218 I see there for buy it before they buy my thing. So somebody will get up and say, I like it enough. Enough people or somebody have to get I like it enough to spend all this money to get to your price. And your price will still be good.
Right.
And a lot of times people will see the queue, see that the 240 is fine, I'll be fine with 240, but I see a steal in the market is 218. Why am I waiting? I'm not gonna buy at 240, I'm gonna buy it at 218.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's a lot to figure out there. But I like the direction you're going. You're figuring it out and you're actually looking at the companies and saying what's happening. You're making the moves. So I like that.
Yeah,
You put
I
a lot of
like that
intention
too.
behind it.
You also, yeah, sorry to cut you there, Dan. One of the things I wanted her to also just be aware of, or we should all be aware of it, but is the like you mentioned, it moved, and like you say, you knew, so it's something that I realize sometimes I have to remind new people about. Share
Every
prices
day.
move every day. Yeah, they move
You're
every
not
day.
waiting at two for the longest while and it never because I'm checking on the queue now. 219 has up 219, 218. Yes, it's happened quite a bit over like a lot over the last 3 months. Over the
I
last
mean, like
6 months. Right?
it
So it's a
Mm-hmm.
fluctuates
lot.
between the two of
So
those.
So it's not like two. It was waiting at two. It was two when you looked at it. But so yeah, 219 happened very quickly after. But 219 could just be a normal price for it,
Okay.
which
Mm-hmm.
there's
Yeah,
profit there.
no,
That's not a bad thing overall. Because if 219 happens a lot, then yeah, maybe you can get yourself a 219, right? So
Mm-hmm.
it's not that you want that too. So there's if this if the fluctuation happens in the future. So it says it doesn't stop today when we're talking about it. So Monday morning, it doesn't stop, right? Somebody might just be willing to buy it at the 218, the 219, because a lot of people have done that over the last 6 months. So that can be somewhat, I say, a safety for you. Maybe you just there you see it in the market and you say, if you need that money, if you want that money, 219 is there for you while you wait on your 240. So a lot of angles in this thing is not necessarily static. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But 219 has happened a lot.
Okay.
Yep.
and will probably
Will
happen
happen and
again, but
probably
that's
happen
not a
again.
bad
So
thing.
that's not a bad thing in your direction.
Yeah.
In fact, this is probably better. This is probably good news towards towards your idea around it, especially with I say you want 240.
240 was
So
July.
yeah, so if anything comes up and you want to sell it, then
Last
219 might be a thing
time.
there. Your price is
July.
$2, then 219 is there, and anything between that, good possibility can get it sold. So not necessarily bad news for you, but the key thing there is the why, the intention
The
behind the
why, yeah,
move you're
man.
making, and then actually fully planning the move. I like that you said you already put your order in the queue. You don't figure out what you want to sell it for, the money you think you can make on this. It's just why I think I can make that. Why will somebody buy it from me at the price it is? What's happening with the company that somebody will say I like creamy at 240, especially with the I can buy it at 218. I can buy it at in there. Granted, there are not a lot of units between yours and
The
the
218,
yeah
219.
218, 240. There are not a lot of units there, so your order
But
is
then
not very
also look
far
at
out. Somebody could think
the
that
volumes.
the volumes, yeah,
It
that's a thing too.
consistently trades. You know, I have to watch
Yeah.
that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Consistently trades what? Like between those two
Like no man, I mean, well, yeah, that
at those
too.
prices.
At those prices, that's the one. And then
Mm-hmm.
just over the
Day
past
to day,
say couple of months, let's see, 3 months maybe. How often
yeah, the
does it
volume
trade like enough for it to clear up to 240?
up to year 240. There's a lot to, with I mean, I say not a lot of units, but with respect to this stock and how the amount of units that trade regularly for it, it is a lot of units between years and the top of the queue.
Yeah.
It's not that there's a lot of this wall. How much thousand this?
And if you hit
This
project
wall.
on it, it should tell you exactly how many.
Press the thing.
It's on creamy, you say, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
What was the price? Two.
70,000 units for a year.
Okay.
73,000 units have to be bought for 240 to be consumed fully. So
Mm.
Creamy doesn't have a lot. Creamy's volumes aren't necessarily. It's not in the 73,000s that trade regular a lot. It's pretty small volumes regularly.
I could
So it
see.
might be.
But this also might be a bit not too advanced for you, Editor K, but it is obviously, this is like I always want to point out to people that you don't have to do all of this to make money on the market,
Mm-hmm.
right? This is maybe a more involved level of work
Mm-hmm.
than is needed for just making money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But I do like seeing it. I do like seeing people go towards it. It's just
yeah,
I
yeah.
would
I
always
like
I
that.
always put the caution because you are learning. So and sometimes
Yeah,
doing this kind of thing is trial by fire. You're doing the hard thing, say sometimes you
At
learn the
least
hard
she
way.
went small.
yeah, and I like the fact that you're watching
Hmm.
it.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. Like when you say you're watching it, what do you mean? Like you're actually checking it every day?
Every day.
That's what's up.
Wow. Yeah. What other? Well, before you tell me the other options that you have in mind, let me just go live with everything else. Let me just do the intro that we should have done because it's a long intro. Let me just do the good intro and let's go. So, uh, yeah. So hi everybody. Welcome to this week's Brick Talk officially. I'm Randy. I'm the host. You'll hear from the whole co-host in a second, but I just want to point out, as usual, every week that I'm not an investment advisor. We're not giving investment advice on the show. Danai, who is one of the co-hosts, is a licensed investment advisor. But while he's on the show or while we're talking, it should not be taken in any way, shape, or form as investment advice. It is a show where we talk about stocks that we like because we like what we like. We like business, we like stocks, and we like talking about with people. And we want to bring more people into the space. And that's also the great theme, the sub theme, if you will, of tonight's episode, where we just want to talk about the market for a bit, like have a little bit of market talk that we haven't had in a while. So yeah, we just want to talk about some stocks. And we're giving you the chance, you being anybody who is listening, to come on and talk to us about whatever you want to in terms of the market, or you want to hear from anything you want. If you think we know a thing or two about the market, it's an opportunity for you to speak to a couple of people who like the market, do a lot of the market, and can explain things, can maybe give some greater insights, maybe tell you something that you never saw before, put you on a track to maybe research something that you may have been missing, all sorts of things. So that's opportunity that I'm throwing out for everybody tonight. And so welcome to this Brick Talk, right? Just a little bit of market talk. And I'll throw over to Danai and Shay. You guys can introduce yourselves again.
Actually,
Although I'm sure
take it
anybody
first this
listen.
time. Spin things up again.
All right.
So ladies first.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Shay Miller. I am a psychologist. I invest on the JSC regularly because I love investing on the JSC. And I love talking about stocks. I love talking about investments. I love talking about financial psychology, which is kind of my, pardon me, kind of my thing. So, let's talk.
Mm-hmm. Uh, I'm done. I love investing on the JSC so much that I made it my job. I am a licensed investment advisor. As already said, not here to give advice, I was here to have a talk with my friends about stocks and investing generally, to be honest. So, call in. Let's have a good talk. Yeah, I think this one's going to be a good one. I don't know if Shay knows how much we like doing this, the market talk part of the thing. Then. This was our best episodes. The part where we just
Yeah,
sit on us chat.
What do you
Yeah.
mean? That
yeah,
was my favorite part. That was my favorite
I
part.
think it was everybody's, to be honest.
yeah,
People really love those episodes. We're just sit down and just chat. But no real
yeah,
Yes.
structure, no real big topic, just what's going on in the market, what we like, what we thinking.
yeah. Dig into the market. Of course, we have my money GA to help us this week with for all our data needs. So we're just having a wonderful little early warm conversation with Editor K. And
And
if you
diving right
listen,
into
if
it, to be
it's the
honest.
first time,
Into the idea
yeah,
of
man,
yeah.
we dove right into it.
Mhm.
And she did some good points. She made
Mhm.
some good points. She's talking about creamy. Um, and yeah, we can hear more of that. We also have we had somebody else who joined a second ago, but I think they're off now. They can jump back on. But if anybody else want to come on and ask about any stock, ask what we think about the market, what we have in mind, what we like, what we don't like, blah blah blah. Now it's a chance, right? We also in a nice part of the market. Dana and I have spoke over the last few years about um the new market. Yeah, I think we actually had well, we've definitely had episodes where we talk about, quote unquote, the new market, but the bond market is something that we have spoken about. And we saw yesterday, didn't I?
Yep.
Yesterday evening or is it today? I feel like it's
Yesterday.
yesterday. It's yesterday. Yeah, yesterday there was the another bond IPO,
Mhm.
another bond prospectus, not an IPO. So offering from Dollar. The Dollar is one of the more popular companies on the market, and I'm being very modest to them when I say one of the more popular companies on the market. I believe they are. Actually, no, I don't know. So that's a good little thing to check, right? I was going to say they're the second, but they're not the second. I know Transjamaica is the most, but Dollar may be the third or fourth. For a while, it was the second, but let us see. From the start of the year till now, so year to date, let's see what Dollar looks like in terms of yeah, in terms of just being the big thing on the market, the biggest thing on the market. So year to date, people like to look at the volume traded. Well, I'll start with that. Maybe add the number of trades. So yeah, so in terms of the volume traded year to date, the most popular security on the market, just got equity alone. It's
Mhm.
Jamaica, as I said. Wigton is the second in terms of volume. Ari Williams is third. Again, I don't really look in terms of volume. I pay attention to volume too, but that's not really a good measure for me in terms of
Mhm.
popularity. Dollar has fallen off in terms of popularity. I'm actually surprised. Wow.
Not
Well, I'm not
surprised.
surprised. It's been a little while, right? Yeah, I'm not surprised at all. In fact, the girl guys would have heard me say that there are a couple of signs, a few quarters back that made it clear to me that maybe a lot of the reality of dollar would be shifting.
Mhm.
And now I think the market response is catching up to that shifting of the whole reality of dollar. But now we see dollar themselves shifting their own reality, right? We see them coming out with this bond asking for 1 billion with the with the option of upsizing to
Mhm.
1.5. So my Twitter said that like we know they're going to upsize. The 14th, so yeah, the 14th most traded stock on the market this year, so far this year is dollar. And they are currently at $2.50, which is like I think maybe a stable-ish point for them.
Yeah,
Actually, look at it.
they've been that
Yeah,
high.
you own any dollar
Not
shit?
at this time. I sold the other day. I mean,
Mm.
yeah, I trade it occasionally.
Or you actually trade it like you said. Boy, I hate that term, but I've come to
Accept it.
accept it. My trade, yeah, which means you buy and sell it pretty in the near
Mm-hmm.
term,
In part of
Boy,
I hate it.
all of
and
them are
Everybody
it
trading.
uses
does.
some people use it
I
differently, right?
swear, all of them are trading. I buy it and I sell it. It's a trade.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, you're not wrong in saying that you trade. That's a trade. It is a trade. It's
Yeah, man,
just
I know what you
my
mean.
pet
I
peeve
know,
is
I know,
around it.
I know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Trading
Trading
versus
is not
investing.
investing.
Trading versus investing. Yeah, God, I hate
So
that.
much.
Oh boy. um, I had said just a point for Axie Shea. So it trade almost every day this year. One day alone out of this year that it hasn't traded. Um, and yeah, average price so far 259. So it's actually a little below its average price. If that's it. That's not below its volume weighted average price. So let's see what that has been like for the last, was it 200 days? And that's interesting. Yeah, we are the 200 trading day of the year. That's today. That's not a bad point. Say volume weighted, in terms of volume weighted price, it's 251. So it being at 250 now, it's slightly almost flat, but slightly below its volume weighted average price, right? And that volume weighted price is heavily impacted by that big single day in May when 175 million units traded and went over to the
That-
almost said new I almost said new controlling owner, but they're not. I don't,
That's from with
I don't know what
volumes,
to,
right?
I don't know what to refer to
The
them.
one day can shake things up.
I mean, things were shaking up from before, but the one day is,
No, no, I'm
I
going back
mean,
to
it's a
your
hell of
earlier
a
point.
day.
If you
It's
do
like,
that using volumes as just the be all end all of, oh, this is, popularity. Yeah.
oh, yeah, 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 yeah. So dollar 240 to right now, closing today at 250.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but with the big bond offer. I don't know if people still like dollar anymore. I don't know. It's been so long since anybody asked me about dollar
Mm-hmm.
too. So long since anybody has said anything to me about dollar
Hmm.
in terms of, them holding
It
it
doesn't, it
on.
doesn't feel like hitting the popularity notes it was hitting the other day, right? I said other day, but it's
Oh,
been a
it's
while,
definitely
to be
not.
honest. Time
It's
fly.
definitely not. It's definitely not. Yeah. I know with all this with this
Mm-hmm.
bond, um, I don't know. I don't know people. I mean, the bond market still hasn't taken
Mm-hmm.
off yet. Well, I wouldn't expect it to have taken off right now yet. Yeah, this is the build out of it,
Mm-hmm.
but like I saying last week, I thought about it the whole time to the whole time till now. The idea of the bond market and what it means for just savings. I don't even want to go down that road again, but yeah, just savings. The fact that you can save, like we're all born and grown here, so want to save and do this and that. Save for the first time, you have a great option in terms of saving.
Mm-hmm.
We actually have, like, you have a better option than a savings account available to you.
Bonds democratized, imagine.
Yeah,
Like
man.
5 years
Like,
ago, different conversation around bonds. 10, even worse.
Rich people
It's
something.
yeah,
the rich people something that money you can't get in, and boy, bonds are not for everybody. A lot of I remember a lot of those conversations. I hope bonds are spoken up.
yeah,
Yeah. No, people can buy. People talking about buying bonds. People actually realize it as an option for them. Or not even realize it is an option for people. Times change.
exactly. That's the beauty of it. Like it's there. You don't have to know nobody. You
Mm-hmm.
can just go buy it. So what I said last week was, I think I was looking at the order in the queue and I was saying, yo, that's somebody who want to save 30 grand. They're probably going to put in them savings account or under them mattress,
Mm-hmm.
right? And no,
See the mattress, yeah?
no.
Better
Yeah,
mattress.
the JC get a better mattress. Yeah, a much, much better mattress. Much like 1,000 times better than that, right? Yeah, like 1,000 times
More than a
better.
thousand. You don't make
Or
money upon the thing, then. You don't make money on their mattress.
upon what the savings account, that's true.
That's
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. Yeah, it's amazing to me. It's amazing to me, and I think the value isn't being seen yet, but it will. You know, the value of the junior market wasn't seen at first either, so it will in time.
yeah, things and time will change.
Um, yeah, man. Time will really get you there. Time will be the thing that shows you the actual value, as we've seen over the years, and that will only
Mm-hmm.
continue. Yeah, so that was one of the things I noticed, and I mean it's an IPO in the market. That's a great thing, I think. We also have the MJE. I don't know if those are closed, right? They're not listed yet, but they're
I believe
closed.
so.
Yeah, but I mean back to back IPOs in the debt market, and I wouldn't be surprised if 10 years from now, I said 10. I was thinking 5 or 10 years from now, I wouldn't be surprised if the debt market is has more listings than the junior market.
Hmm. Not surprised either. That's fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's interesting. I don't think they ever reach bonds. Debt. Debt is bigger than equity, always.
hmm
Or just
But
generally
but
more.
but public.
Yes. Yeah, man,
That's the thing. The
it,
public debt.
to me, it have happen like that. It should happen like that. Let us see.
Yeah.
Would I take that over
And the
the APO then, to be honest?
100% every
Yeah.
single time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, borrow
Every
the
single
money.
time.
Borrow the money.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I may be better with a publicly listed bond converting. I feel better about a publicly listed bond converting to equity than I do about
Same.
an APO.
Same.
Yeah.
I think it'd go better for the stock price, to be honest.
I mean,
Believe so, sir.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe
Yeah.
not. I don't
But
know. I don't know. Yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Because the in the intention at inception, when I buy into a bond that possibly converts versus when I buy into an
Mhm.
APO, what people go for, funny. When people go for for an APO, I see the thoughts differently. People go for when they go for either of them, which can be part of which which way probably might come up with an APO.
In terms of
Uh,
what?
I go in, and people not necessarily looking for the kind of opportunity they look for when they go for a bond. For a bond, that find people more. They were mostly looking for the income. They're looking for, okay, how I make money from this thing is I go in and it pays me. If it converts, that might be a nice thing there, nice bonus possibility. Versus APO, I think of it like a lot of people think of it like an IPO. I'm going in to make a money here, and I'm getting out, and I'm buying the stock.
Looking to flip.
Yeah. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not the. People like to say certain things are wrong. Oh, they're going for longer term, but I don't find that happening. I find people going thinking it's it's kind of thing I've seen. I want to go in, make a money, and then I'm good. And I'm more
I,
willing. And the exit, the point, the thing that would make me leave a bond versus leave an APO, leave a APO I bought. I bought into the bond for the income, so I
Do
get
you
any
think it's
income.
a different kind of investor,
In some cases,
or they appeal to?
at the top
you know, after ways, yes,
at the top end, I think
yeah.
so too. Yeah. But for me, I'm always thinking about the retail. I always think about regular folk
Yes,
like
that's
us,
what I'm
Mm-hmm.
right?
thinking about. And when they go for, I think so, when regular folk go for an APO versus one, and yeah, because the big money that goes for an APO and the big money go for a bond, it's very different from the regular folk going for APO and bond, right?
True. Yeah, I think is, but if I come from the regular
Mm-hmm.
people perspective though, I think it's the intention that matters. The intention is definitely
Mm-hmm.
different with those two types of approaches, not necessarily investor. Because again, if you have your 100 grand that you just want to put on for a rainy day,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And you put in a bond, you are even then your intention with that is different from you have your hundred
I
grand
want 100 grand,
and you're
and
buying
I'm
in.
One
getting
stock.
paid for
Mm-hmm.
having it sitting down for this while in the thing. It's a savings account versus
Exactly.
APO. You're buying equity. You're already thinking around. It's variable already. It's maybe it can do this or whatever.
Yeah, it
I
don't sound
don't
like
know what will
IPO
happen, but
already.
I think these things will happen. The
Mm-hmm.
certainty around certain things.
Hmm.
There's no defined. This will happen for my money with it. And so the disappointment points for the APO or just the when am I selling very different from a bond. And Bagaman come sell versus I'm just waiting on thing there. I'm waiting on the redemption and I'm getting paid while I wait.
Mm,
So I think there's very different mindsets when you go into
yeah.
either of them.
And funny enough, I think maybe also the funny thing with the bond is, you see, because you have a certain level of guarantee around the
Mm-hmm.
income, even though, yeah, you can trade it publicly, you can trade it quickly.
Mm-hmm.
One, again, yeah, we have the mindset of the people going in, but let's say you do have some people who are willing to sell for whatever
Mm-hmm.
reason, right? I think that there may be, I think that most people, not most, some investors have, especially new investors, boy, we don't want to sell at a
Mm-hmm.
loss. So when
Exactly.
thing I drain them now, sell it, yeah.
There's
With
no
the bond,
mm-hmm.
yeah, as I say, with the bond is that feeling, that same
Mm-hmm.
approach doesn't hurt
Yeah,
in the way that it
exactly. There's
hurts
no
in
savior
stock.
day
Yeah.
in just waiting in equity. It
Mm,
that's an APO, that's a stocks. Yeah, there's no there comes a point when I get my money and it's more than just a pay, isn't it? It's things have to
mm,
go wrong for the bond to have that problem for why I'm not getting the money from it. The thing I
mm,
invested in not really performing how I want whatever. And but then it thinks you can buy the APO, them do the thing, them say them are gonna do whatever. You're not getting paid in the meanwhile, and there's no set date where I'm coming to give back the money you gave me. It's I don't want to sell at a loss, and I'm watching it,
just
and I'm watching
Yeah.
it. Maybe I sell at the APO price if I can,
But can you?
but maybe I can't. And then I'm
but
looking
and
at it,
yeah,
and I'm boy rough.
yeah. Can you? And not only can you, yeah, well, yeah, can use a big
Mm-hmm.
thing, but the APO you probably won't be able to. So the bonds are a hell of an option. And then funny enough, I think I've said it before that that conversion option, it's the same effect in some
Mm-hmm.
regards. Yes, there's dilution there, but there's a different path to it. One, I mean, it can still be destructive.
Mm-hmm.
It can still be done
Yeah.
poorly. Yeah, it can still be done poorly.
Definitely.
But there are differences. There are differences, and yeah, to just bring us back to the point that I had said it. Like for me personally, I would be more okay, depending on the terms of how that whole conversion happens. I'd be more okay with that. Um, but again, it can still be done poorly. Well, I will see examples of this. Not that this is nothing new,
Mm-hmm.
right? This is nothing new. There's nothing new under the
No,
sun.
nope.
And we've had conversion examples. You have iCreate, Kintyre, that has had how many conversion like their dilution via we call the secret APO, APO with the P mean private. Um, yeah, it ruin the share price in many ways. But I don't know if there were other factors with
Mm-hmm.
that. Obviously, there's lots of other factors around those, but you don't have like many events of that converting of debt happening. We have seen it happen though. We've seen the same thing with MFS
Mm-hmm.
also, with also the same destruction of the share
Mm-hmm.
price. Um, who else have you seen it with? We've seen quiet dilution in the same way, maybe, but I think via the board movements. with Jam Tea.
Yes.
Yeah, Jam Tea has done just like a heavy amount of selling to the queues over the
Mm-hmm.
years, from those in company insiders with millions of units. Sometimes there's one-off trades, other times it's just straight
Yep.
to the queue, and we've seen it wipe out a lot of money. But they see how they approach it is also interesting. But yeah, it's a broadening of the options in the
Mm-hmm.
market. And I like them. Plus, yo, at the end of the day, you know, I don't love any of these companies more than I love my hard-earned money, you know.
Yes.
So if you do it in a way that allow me to make money, sure. So that's the core behind why the APO is terrible for us as retail investors, is that it's not done with any thought towards
Mm-hmm.
us and share price.
Mhm.
Um,
Yes, it's
so your money get bun up, and it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
it's sold to like
But but
it's it's named
Think it's
APO.
for
It's
us
sold like
guys.
it's sold in the same way you sell an IPO. And a lot, and not necessarily that IPO mean they land and they make money. We've seen a lot of that recently. It don't actually work like that. But it was coming out of a
yeah,
time when the general view of an IPO was that. So if I say that if the market is excited for IPOs and the idea behind it is they most likely make some money, then so the other thing like that. And that's the feel that we get from it. That's the idea that we come with to it. And to this day still I say like that in my view. So
and that's actually been its
mhm.
downfall, that it brought a lot of people up to have those sort of expectations,
Yeah,
and you
because
know,
they're selling it, right?
it,
It have to sound good.
exactly. So
That's one of the biggest things. I mean, you can
Let's make money
if you
together,
can sell
guys.
something neutrally and people buy it, yeah, great. But in most cases,
Mhm.
that's not the way. You tell people why it's good. You present it as good, so they're buying.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, yeah, it's just it is what it is. But outside of that's that's a definite burn up your money situation, money burn right up. But in more attractive situations for money, we've seen. I didn't want to just go this week. Maybe we can even look at like I said, the 200 a day on the market. So 200 day in the year on the market, 200 market day. What is nice, and
Quick.
what jumps to mind?
So it jumps to mind,
Say,
great, because I want to speak about this, and it just jumped to mind. I was scrolling the market thing, and I saw Key Insurance, and I realized, yeah,
oh,
I need to go look back what's going on there because they're not wrapped up with all they're doing, right? They take over and all that. Where are we with that?
ah,
When
I
last hear from
think
them on it?
they're now in the stage where, I mean, obviously everybody didn't
Mm-hmm.
participate. A lot of people
Mm-hmm.
participated. I think they might be at the stage where they're probably over the 20%. So maybe they have
Mm-hmm.
to delist now.
Mm-hmm.
Or ask for permission to not delist for a while. Like, who else on the market that has that? Somebody else on the market said that they asked for permission, and
Yeah, it's
they're
happened
in that
recently, doesn't it?
liminal space. Yeah, I don't remember which
That's
company it is,
I
but I know
remember
there's
that. Yeah.
a company in that space, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
where they ask for permission to still be on, and then I think maybe it's Energy, that is the
Okay,
other
thank you.
company.
Because my first thought was Wigton, but I
No,
know
no, not
exactly, but
Wington.
Wigton is not energy, but you know the links. So my first thought was like it can't be. So I was saying
Yeah,
Wigton. So I hold my head. I was like it can't be Wigton though. But then I think, oh yes, energy. Thank you. I
yeah,
believe
I
it is
think
energy.
it's
Yeah, let me just
Energy,
open the thing and see. But key.
and
One
they had
second.
they had some wild Energy, that is, had some wild points around how they intend to fix it, and how like they're okay with it. It's the kind of thing you can get away with, I
Hmm.
think.
I just realized I have
But yeah,
three delay notices too.
yeah, they said that they are. This is the notice from Energy on it, that they intend to sell a portion. This is the majority shareholder. The advised market that its shareholder. That's interesting. IEC, Innovative Energy Group Limited, hereby advises the market that its shareholder IEC Energy Company Limited intends to sell a portion of its ordinary shares on the open market as a part of Energy's commitment to maintaining the public float requirements that the JSE has, right? And the company has 1.1 billion shares, which is 83.931%. And obviously, if the requirement
20
is
then.
no more than 80, that means that they have about
Yep.
3.9, maybe
3.93 to sell.
3 point or 94 if they go 79.99 to sell. So that's wild. That's just them telling us that we have we have this to sell and we're gonna sell it. Like that's upcoming. Well, I don't know if it's upcoming pain, but it's. I mean, I think I thought of it as upcoming pain. I thought, I don't want to necessarily be in it when that happens.
See, has it happened? It's July. Didn't put that notice.
Yeah, but I don't. I don't think they've done it as yet.
See.
And the fact that they say they plan to sell it on the open market, like that's a term that might not mean what it sounds like, right? I'm wondering if they do like an offer for sale or an offer for sale as a part of a larger event. I think they're probably gonna do a
Yeah,
larger event.
that's what I was thinking. Swing your piece and
So
everything.
yeah, they spoke about doing an APO some time back, and then I think they've realized that the winds have shifted when it comes to the APO. At least for retail investors, I always say, if you don't need the retail for an APO, go ahead and do it.
You're
not doing it for the retail anyway. Exactly. But if you need the retail, if you plan to attract regular market participants outside of your own pensions or your controlled funds or whatever, if you plan to attract people, then the APO thing, people are wising up to it that it's not good for us, right? And these guys had before, I think most people had wised up to it, had pretty much stated that their intention was to do it. Or if I remember correctly, if they hadn't said that, they pretty much made all the moves that show that they intend to do it, in my view. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. They say they have an offer for sale, 51.7 million shares on the open market through a licensed broker during regular trading sessions. I mean, I like that. I like that people reading it. What I do know, and anybody who has a little more experience in the market knows that it don't like those things don't mean always what you think they mean.
They say it knowing
Yeah,
exactly. They say it not knowing they don't. I don't explain. And I know it can. The vagueness. I have these 5 different ways I can work this, and I'm not telling you which one. But I said enough. I told you what I'm doing as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
As far as you're concerned.
Yeah, I have fulfilled my obligations under the law. Yeah. So that notice came out July 21st. And so it has 51.7 million units traded since then. July 21st.
I think so what my key was it? It's trading. It's just trading still.
Well, they haven't done the delisting application side of things yet. So
key is publicly listed company that is trading. People buy and sell it. So what are you that's when I look and say what am I thinking there? When I see somebody put in a buy order or a sell order, like it's $1 order at 29 volumes, $1 order. Was it there the whole time, or somebody get up and say, maybe we can do a thing here, so
let me try something.
And then the brave $4.14 sell. What's the idea? GK might buy it from you at this price? They might, to be honest.
I mean, do I? I mean, I'll say it. I don't. I'll say it. They will. They will. They will. I didn't. You said it. I didn't realize. I mean, I might buy some. I have bought some. I own some. I haven't sold it to GK yet, but I might. 10,000 units below. I might. Because will GK buy? Why not? Of course they will.
Don't buy how much at $2 for the
Yeah. No. Will they buy it? Will they buy it at higher than the price in the official buyout that's now closed? They have said no that they won't. They've said no they won't. They've said that in that the six people who actually read that
Mm-hmm.
document know that it said that, the price that they'll buy it at, post that is
Mm-hmm.
270. But yeah, they've said that. I'll give everything away to the public, and you
Wait,
can go
what you
read that
said post
document. So
that? You said post that?
yeah, they said post that. They did say that post. If they're like, it's a whole process.
Uh-huh.
There's a whole section of the law dedicated to how these things should
Mm-hmm.
work and what the obligations are and what the rights are. And so they've said that the price. And so if you didn't participate, like I didn't
Mm-hmm.
participate, if you didn't participate, then your price, the price, if they're buying it later on, and I'm paraphrasing here, this is not exactly what GK said. So I'm paraphrasing. But if they buy it later on, the price that they're buying it at will be the same
Mm-hmm.
270. So no, granted, if that's happening after it's delisted, it might not be as smooth a transaction as when it is listed, right? And I believe the document speaks to other taxes and fees being in there if that happens when it's delisted. But yeah, like I just think it's a matter of time before it's
Mm-hmm.
delisted, and at that point, it's a different fight for you if you are
A shareholder.
yeah, if you're a shareholder still, it's a different fight, it's a different
Mm-hmm.
headache.
The ease of us opening J trader. Eh?
Exactly, and not having to worry about certain things, including the greater taxes that you'd have to have. Yeah,
A client on Bridging messaged me earlier today to ask, welcome for TJH.
the most
What
popular
that
stock
mean?
on the market.
What that mean?
Of course, I asked him, and he was saying, that's interesting, like, who's buying? Yeah? Like, everybody,
Oh no, he's wondering, because of the recent rise.
everybody is still like above the 420. Nice. Lots of buys. 430
It's
hitting today.
always that, right?
What do you mean by that?
I mean, it's always heavy
Mm.
buys.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah.
always heavy. Yeah, that's literally what I mean. It's always heavy. Oh, but you link it today to
It's
ask.
rising and going. Yeah, a good amount of pushing
Hmm.
over the last week. It's been up and up and up and up and up. Yeah.
Hmm.
Last,
I think that's what
I mean,
Editor K was mentioning. So she saw
mhm.
also.
Last week I said I figure out. I mean, I do think there's still a lot of retail there. But then I don't think this happened. This again, I don't think moves like this on TJs happen on just retail.
My opinion, I don't think retail have anything at all to do with.
Exactly.
Yeah, retail just
The
happy
minute
to
the taxi on the back seat,
happy.
you know.
Yeah, man, happy to have been invited to the party at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, the question is always. Well, I don't know. Let's see if anybody wants to join or ask any questions. Let me not assume what the questions are, especially around Trans
Mm.
Jamaica. If you're listening on Twitter, feel free to
To
send
chime
a
in.
speaker request or ask us a question. Yeah, man, chime in.
If
Let's see
you
how
buying Trans
you're
Jamaica,
thinking.
tell me why.
Cause
Yeah, that's good. If you're buying it.
oh,
So if you like it and you said
that's
you're
actually
buying 420 and thing like, what are you thinking? Because like 420 done, one 420 left in the thing, right? Yeah, it's very quickly going up. So
in the
yeah,
queue.
just one.
Mm,
It's a nice push this week, man.
mm, 1 420, and it traded at 420. It traded, yeah, it traded at 420 today.
The highest today was
Traded at and
above,
above,
yeah, man. Even 430 hit, yeah.
430. Traded all the way up to 430 today.
Yeah.
Well,
So pressure. Somebody love it.
no, I have thoughts on it, but I'll have the chill session with the girl subscribers tomorrow. So I'm sure they'll ask me about it. I'll tell then. I'm sure they're watching notice. So tomorrow I will tell them my own thinking around it. Let's see what the conversations are
Mhm.
tomorrow. Um, I'll see if that point I wanted to make around the transfer maker for them. Um, or if somebody comes on and asks about it. Uh Shay,
Hmm?
what you have in mind? Turquoise, outside of Trans Jamaica, unless that's something you're interested in.
Hmm.
But I mean, so on Trans Jamaica SVL. Well, well,
I think ECL.
sorry
Hmm.
about that.
ECL had mentioned the other day something about. I guess they're revisiting the idea they had about expanding
Like outside of the
outside of the
airport.
airport.
Yeah,
That
there's
was
some news article on it
that seemed
recently.
kind of interesting.
Hmm.
I know they had mentioned Auntie Anne's and the Sinner.
Auntie Annie,
Yeah, that's the one I
word.
love. And now
If I
they had
told
the
you I have not been
Cinnabon
to that
or
airport
what
since I
or
was a
whatever.
child.
Yeah.
What, Mobile
Yeah.
Airport?
I just love the almond pretzel, bro. I just every time
Uh,
I go Atlanta, I have it. I have to find it.
I
Yeah.
think maybe because I hate
Um,
So
long
you don't
drives,
have it when you're
every time I go airport, it's
yeah.
missing. I just make sure I'm just take the stress
Oh,
out.
well the drive not that long anymore,
It
you
is,
know.
you're right, it's
But
just
yeah. Or just fly.
that too. Fear.
I mean the flight ain't I mean I don't know if that's a secret, but the flights are cheaper from
It is.
Mobile. So
It's funny. Everybody in my
yeah,
family
every
does it.
flight is cheaper from Mobile.
Everybody else does it. Everybody else
Oh,
make sure
do the
they go
Mobile
on
Air
Mobile,
run?
and me, boy, I can't bother.
Yeah.
Can't bother.
Yeah, cause the time, yeah. The time. I don't mind going flying in there and driving up, but also sometimes yeah, Kingston might just be easier or simpler. But eh, Mobile is for the tourists and for half of the island. And
You
for
can't
half
even
of
want
the
it. They,
island.
they will riot. If us for the tourists, so you
Yeah, true,
don't forget us.
true. But Shay, you say
Yeah.
Shay said she like Auntie Annie's, but she like ECL, but you never say you buy it in Mobile, Shay.
Randy,
You
I
buy it, you
don't
buy
go
it
to the airport with time to spare.
Oh
straight
I
up.
yeah.
can't.
Quick,
I
quick, quick
don't
Wheels
do
up
move.
as you
it.
reach.
I don't do it.
Wheels up as you
Yeah,
reach.
man.
Jet life.
I
Yeah.
don't. I don't like the time to spare part where I sit around and whatever. In fact, I think
Also same.
recent times, once I've been in the airport like sitting and
Hmm.
like I just went into the what's it name? Mobi Club Mobi or something or whatever I want name.
Uh-huh.
But I don't
Uh-huh.
generally get there with enough time to go
Hmm.
and chill and buy things.
Hmm.
But
Oh,
definitely a brand I like. And Jamaica loves pastry. So
yeah. I think maybe they saw
mhm, that's what I was thinking
what was
about the
was Mr. Lisa Hanna's was Lisa Hanna's husband's um um
Crispy.
mm,
Krispy Kreme. I think maybe they saw
mhm,
the
Love.
the
the
Krispy Kreme
uptake.
acceptance in Jamaica and figure yeah. Auntie Annie's and they have the brand already, right? No, I don't know if they have the franchise for
Airports.
Mhm.
airports in Jamaica, and if them have like the
For in
franchise
general.
for,
Those outside
Well,
airports
but yo,
they
you can
beyond
get
hinted
it.
at
city.
it in the thing I saw.
What did you see? An
I'm looking
article?
for it right now. Yeah. Basically, them spend up their money. Them not saying what them. I think,
There was an
but
article here about
yeah.
recent
Um,
about moving
I
outside
have
of
to
the
find
airport.
it. But yeah. Let's see if I can find it.
Yeah, wow.
Same Bridget mentioned Margaritaville. Said they made more profit than they've made in a while of recent.
All right, here we go.
I mean, that's funny because that's the same
Yeah,
company,
exactly
right?
what I thought of it. So what a good coincidence.
Mhm.
Yeah. Is it this article, Shay?
Uh, yeah.
US $5 million gamble?
Mm-hmm. That
Hmm.
one.
All right, yeah.
I thought it was interesting.
This is Dashan.
Hmm.
It's probably Dashan,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
yeah. You can tell from the writing.
So that was something interesting that I saw. Um,
Dashan with help.
This is come back again. We hear this before from them. So anything
Hmm.
concrete though, or outside of just the plan too?
I guess that them actually here for the franchise or whatever now.
Spend money.
Yeah, money.
So the quotation from the
Mm-hmm.
executive Ian
That's what
there,
yeah,
the
that's what
founder,
I was looking for.
is yeah, he says the truth is that once you put in the infrastructure for the overall areas, I mean, until the airport expands further, we have the infrastructure. So after that, it's just maintenance, right?
Hmm.
And then the important part comes next. He says, then after that, you're trying to secure brands that will keep your momentum going forward and with the potential of further opportunities outside of the existing
Hmm.
space. When pressed on where these
Outside.
outside opportunities lie, there was clear. Well, right now we've been operating at the airport only. So we're trying to secure some additional opportunities outside of the physical space that we currently operate in. I like that sentence.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
It can mean what you want, because I mean it could mean NMIA, right? It could mean moving to Norman Manley,
Hmm. I thought about that as well.
which it was I think it was on BrickTalk I spoke
Hmm.
about that. Either BrickTalk or in the
Hmm.
group. I'd said that the same company
Yeah, you
runs
did
Norman
say
Manley Airport.
here.
So
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
I
The
thought
thing I
so
about
think
that
about
wow.
website
immediately
as
is
well.
as well like Margaritaville. Do they? Hmm.
They're confirmed that the massive investment was to take ownership of a number of different brands with the intention of rolling them out outside of the airport. And that's in quotation. So I'm attributing that. So they're attributing that to Ian there,
Hmm.
which is major to say openly. Is good because that's
Mm-hmm.
clear, that's
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
clear, right?
Hmm.
He declined to name the specific brands. Ambition has been years in the making. In 2022, they signaled their intent, announced a master franchise agreement that would see it develop multiple locations across Jamaica for popular American brands, including Pretzel Shop, Auntie Annie's, and the bakery Cinnabon. It's not clear if these are the same brands now being secured, but he confirmed the strategy to leverage well-known franchises for domestic growth has been long held. Ultimately, we want to try at this point, certainly two, but
Three.
probably three.
Mm-hmm.
Word,
Hmm.
word. No, how realistic is that plan? I mean, to give you some color behind it, Ian Deere also is responsible for
Starbucks.
Starbucks.
Hmm.
Outside
Yeah,
of
and I
Jamaica.
think,
Yeah.
and he's also,
Outside of the airport.
yeah, he's also
Outside of
on,
Jamaica too. Yeah, you're right. I was
eh,
gonna say outside of the airport. I thought
yeah,
I said outside of Jamaica, but he also he is Starbucks outside of Jamaica too.
Yep.
Caribbean.
is he? Is
Yeah,
he?
Regional.
Is
thing
he?
like Caribbean thing there. Yeah.
Yeah, regional.
When you go to
Yeah, but
Trinidad airport, you're thinking, that's them again,
is it them though?
as far as I know.
Is it the same
Car-
Caribbean brand? Because
Caribbean
I think there's
coffee.
a split somewhere in the Caribbean
Caribbean
now.
coffee. Somebody else do
Somebody,
it
Oh.
as well as them.
I don't, I'm telling you something I saw, can do the research, but I think somebody else in the Caribbean owns the franchise for one or two places. I
Mm-hmm.
could be wrong. But I mean, I love if it's that, but I'd also love if we could touch it. I'd love if we could get that on the
Mm-hmm.
market. So yeah,
Me
Oh
too.
Lord. Mm.
Love that.
yeah, cool brands. I mean, I think Auntie Annie's is probably the one, definitely one of them. Auntie Annie's is something that Jamaicans who travel know. You hear Shay talking about it a while ago. And I mean, I also
It's that one.
am
It's
guilty.
just that just I like the different ones, but the one is my favorite. That's the
Mm-hmm.
one. That's the one I really
I've
love.
I've never had that one, but I have it. And just like you, Shay, yeah, me and the airport thing. I also arrived just in time for my flights.
I've
Uh,
missed flights twice.
yeah, me too. That's the only time you'll see
We
me
don't
in the
need a jet,
airport.
man. For real.
I agree with you so much, Danai.
Can't miss your
My
own flight,
account, my
It's
bank
lit,
account
man.
does not. My account does not agree with you at
Yeah,
all.
that's not what we're doing. That's what she said.
Yeah, I would like to get that even slightly that kind of money. Um, we feel that Jamaican consumers will enjoy some of the offerings, and by doing that, it will allow Express to have a little more of the economic base that is not relying only on the airport space. What I like about that is that they're speaking. clearly to it being on the express catering because it
Mm-hmm.
annoyed me that the
Starbucks
whole
was out.
Starbucks
Yeah, you remember
expansion.
that? And think about remember
So
Yeah.
how conflated the Starbucks outside the airport was with the car Starbucks inside the airport. We kept hearing about it over
Mm.
and
mhm,
over and over. Say it was them. I was like, no, 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 no. They're only in the airport. The same guy with
mhm.
friends outside, but we only earning on the airport.
This time
Hmm.
it's
So
ECL.
yeah. So moving out, seeing some nice things there. I really like that. I don't think
Yeah,
it's
so
yeah,
I like
it's
it.
a quick move though, which is a
Mm-mm.
good thing in certain ways. It means you have ups and downs along
Mm-hmm.
just if you track the journey of this, there might be opportunities more than once in the same stock just following this specific thing.
Hmm. I like this. I've always wanted somebody to ask about it.
Like
Um,
'cause we talked about this already, bro.
ECL, the due
We
from
talk
related
about it.
party?
Say, we talk about the outside. We talk about going outside. We talk about when they spoke about it, and then here we are again.
Hmm.
Maybe,
Yeah. Yeah, no man, I was talking about that. I was talking about that line I just read, but keep going, keep
oh,
going.
no, 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 no.
Yeah,
The thing
so
you just said, I really wanted to continue. So, new from 80 points. What are you saying?
yeah, so the due from related party, I'm quoting from the article again. The due from related companies balance has grown to 17.81 million,
Mm-hmm.
US 17.81 million. That means that ECL has given 17.8 million US dollars worth of value to external companies that are owned by company related parties to the
Mm-hmm.
company. Um, but it's a loan, but it carries no fixed repayment terms. Um, yeah, so it's like the money goes into ECL and it has gone outside to related
I
parties.
would just
And there's no clear
nation.
obligation of
Yeah.
repayment there in terms of at least how it's worded here. And how it is worded, I know the line from the financials. I'm just surprised that they were asked about it and that it was answered. Asked how he justifies it to shareholders, they acknowledge it is a
Is this the
priority.
old? No, no,
That is
stop right now.
something that
I'm almost certain I've seen this in news somewhere.
we've spoken about
I
it,
don't
but I
know.
don't know if we've
Beyond
spoken
us
about
speaking
it
about it,
on this.
I feel like somebody else did ask, or Dashan himself. It would take me to go back to the news and see, but
Yeah, or maybe David. I mean, I think that's something that David might
mm-hmm.
ask about. But to see it in the newspaper like this, I'm actually just surprised. So that's how he justifies this to shareholders. They acknowledge it is a priority. That
What
is
that mean?
something that we are working through now to get down. The idea is that we've had to do some advances in the group, and we are also intending to really, at the end of the day, also pay that down
What that mean?
through dividend opportunities in
What
the
would
future. Uh, what?
how that work?
Same.
It's a thing.
I
I'm
have an
sorry. My
I
mind is trying to figure out a way that he might be right.
oh
I'm
no,
hoping there's something
I
sinister
am
there.
surprised that there is something said that there
How that
should
work?
save this
How
article
that
in
work for
case
you?
it disappears.
You know what?
I know
That's a good idea.
you know how it works. You know how it works. Um,
Maybe I don't.
I'm surprised that he said that. I'm surprised that he said that and that they quoted him that way. I am very surprised that they quoted him that way.
Me too, actually.
This points to a mechanism. This points to a
Oh, I guess it tells
mechanism
me how it works.
where where I don't know if this is him. Let me be clear. I'm not quoting him now. So if I'm quoting him, I say I'm quoting him. I'm quoting the article now. This points to a
I would
mechanism
love this. I would love this part to be where the quotes
where
are.
future dividends paid to the parent company would effectively reduce the outstanding loan balance.
Randy again. How does that work? So yeah, I pay the dividend to the parent company, and the parent company gives pays on the loan.
So
So is it that the parent company is related
I,
party?
but that's not what it says.
Tell me.
The related no, I think the related party is the
Me too.
parent company among
That's
other
what
companies. And
that's
we
what I
can
know.
check.
It's
We
saying.
can check.
I think. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
but
yeah,
I
I
don't
think. Yes, continue.
Yeah, they've said it. I think
in
they've
audit,
said
right?
that. Let's yeah. I look at it. I think they've listed what the related parties are, kind of the related party
Mm-hmm.
balances. Um, however, the thing that I am looking at, I'm actually surprised that it's worded this way. Yo, big up Dashan
Mm-hmm.
for this article. This
Facts.
is the I big up you, Shay, because I missed
So
it.
I skimmed it.
I
I
missed
saw
this
the thing and I said,
completely.
"We see this part already," and it actually opened somewhere else on in my millions of tabs to read again to actually go through properly. So thanks for bringing me back here, Shay. This
Hey, sweet success.
So it's not the period. Ooh, the Margaritaville Limited is the related party with a 17
uh-huh.
million. A different what? Uh, if I recall correctly, Margaritaville
Limited is not Margarita
is
with Saint
certainly in the
Lucia.
same group.
Same group. I think
No,
Margaret
I think it's St. Lucia's parent.
Saint Lucia owns both of them. I mean, check.
No. Yes. So Margaritaville, St. Lucia is the
I
parent,
remember it's called the IPO.
and that owns Margaritaville Turks. And then there was an article. That article I did see, they're talking about an IPO, which I can understand, it, right? If you
Oh, there's also
you
another thing I
list.
need to look at. There was that article, and
I
it
saw
also
that
opened on my
article. I
thing there.
didn't go in there. So I need to go in
You
there.
can list the drop the debt.
Mm-hmm.
You can list the drop the debt.
Mhm.
So Margaritaville St. Lucia is the parent company of ECL, and it's also the parent
Of
company
Margaritaville
of
Limited, I believe.
of
Margaritaville Turks.
correct
Let's open the thing there.
Margaritaville Turks. Yeah. All the people watching, following along that video will also see. Thanks to my money, JA. Yeah, it is also the parent company of Margaritaville Turks. And I think all of those are all under Margaritaville Caribbean. I'm going off memory for that last bit.
Mm-hmm.
No. Wow. Wait a minute.
What's up?
I just want to be absolutely
So
sure. The Margaritaville Caribbean Group Limited owns Margaritaville Grand Turk, but that also owns the whole Margaritaville.
no.
As far as I know, the Margaritaville
So
Group. I
okay.
No, go ahead,
So
Daniel. Go
so you
ahead.
think Margaritaville Caribbean owns Saint Lucia, and Saint Lucia owns ECL.
No. So Margaritaville Caribbean Group
Mm-hmm.
Limited does own
Turks. Mm-hmm.
MTL Turks, yeah, which is listed.
Uh-huh.
ECL
Owned
is
by Margaritaville Saint
owned,
Lucia. So who
yes, by
owns
Margaritaville St.
Margaritaville Saint
Lucia.
Lucia?
That's not public, my brother. I mean, it's probably Margaritaville Caribbean. I think
Then
I think there's sister company.
is
I think there's sister
Margaritaville
companies
Limited
within the group.
Margaritaville Turks?
No, I
Alright.
don't
I don't
believe
believe so
so.
either.
No, I think Margaritaville Turks is just Margaritaville
Mm-hmm. Me
Turks.
too. So dividends.
Yeah, going back to the article. Yeah,
How's that working?
that's a hell of a sentence, and they quoted him.
Mm-hmm.
And Ian there have to put on him Tyrone suit and send some lawsuit and tell them the headline have to change. Well, because it's a quote, they're quoting him. That's a wild
So you
sentence.
know,
It's not a wild sentence. It's just a surprising to
why say
me
it's not wild?
sentence.
How would it work?
Because
ECL pays dividends. What happens to the loan?
nothing at
Mm-hmm.
first. Or I could withhold the dividend but no, that's not
It's not the same
it's
guy.
again. But assuming it's within the group, and I think
Your
it's
money
within the
can move
group.
around in the group, yeah. So it's not to me. It's not like
The group can move money around, the parent can move money around within the group, but the group members
just
can't.
thing that they have to actually follow a certain mechanism.
Yeah.
Dividends.
Correct. So I don't know that the dividend, I don't know that there's a direct line
Mm-hmm.
between
So
it. So
some
I
other
don't
things
know
that
if
happen
he's
outside.
quote that.
So why I don't like the quote is that it sounds like something that necessarily can't. If you're if you take it as is without applying extra steps, it sounds like it only something that cannot be. The dividend cannot pay down a loan by paying a dividend. You hear me? So people, I don't want people to take it as that. But then things have to happen on top of that. So how does it work?
Yeah,
What exactly are we doing to get this loan down? It's a priority.
but you can't say it's a priority.
I
You can't
know.
say anything.
It's not me said.
Yeah. It's larger than the bond that they've taken, right?
Yeah.
All right, how would you do it then, eh?
How would I do it? Pay down the thing there? Pay down.
Yeah.
So I do like that. But okay, let's go. Let's try. Dividends, no. But that's
Mm.
here's how I do like
Is that
dividends.
what?
Here's why I do like dividends. Because I lend money to Shay.
Uh-huh.
And you tell it I must pay dividends to Shay for Shay to pay me back the money.
But that's not to his credit,
He never
and to
said
keep
that.
us all out of court. That's not what he said.
Exactly.
That's not what he said.
But when you say
He has a very big. I am
when you
really
say
surprised. Maybe they didn't
when you say
send this to him
I'll
before.
pay dividends out, you're saying I want to take my money that I made to help pay back the loan I gave, and those sound nice. But also, just being real though, but
What do you mean? It sounds great to me. It sounds great to me
it's
because
my
if
group.
them pay dividends, I get some. Yeah,
Yes, I get.
sounds amazing to me. Sorry,
Why it
continue.
sound great? Because
It sounds great to me, Randy, the investor. Just from the perspective of ECL dividends. That's the
it's a less dividends.
sorry.
Why?
Well, there wouldn't be less dividends
Why?
because if they need to pay X amount of dividends in order
Get the money.
to if hypothetically the dividend, this portion of the dividend that goes to the parent company is going to
Get
find
back.
its way back to
Don't do
ECL
that.
in the form of reducing the related
That.
party loan, right? Um, I as a ECL shareholder, I'm gonna be
Yes, that's
happy
a
because it's
being
telling me
real.
that
That's
there's a
what being
guarantee of
real. I know
dividends.
how it sounds and how people take how it can sound to people, but the reality is it's within a group. Yes, it's
Yeah,
been
but
dividends. So
I only own this part of the
exactly. So
group.
happily, it's less. The reality is, some of the dividends some of the money that leave in our company will be coming back
And
and
in it
cutting my
and
debt.
in the
It is money I lend out.
and cutting my debt, which is
It's not less.
strengthening my
It's
balance
not
sheet.
cutting. That's the funny part.
Yes,
It's
it's
my balance sheet. It's not cutting my debt. It's the money I lent. So my debt doesn't
yeah,
go down.
damn,
My asset converts to cash at least.
and there's no
There's
interest
no
on it anyway.
which not work in
Mm.
my favor necessarily. But my asset that I have on this book, it's that was non tangible. It's converted to cash in essence. The money is being paid back.
And it's a
It's a
lot
lot
of
of
money.
money. So
No, I think what I like about it. Well, we've spoken up. You're right. We've spoken about this on
earning
earnings
season.
season, maybe. Yeah. And I spoke about how the pressure in this could lead to certain
Mm-hmm.
listings years
And then
from
we
now.
hear
I wouldn't say that
and
was
so
years
that's
ago.
why the big job when they first spoke about the IPO thing, we were excited because it was the conversation coming back around.
Yeah,
And we
I
also
think
are
that's
hearing
it.
the IPO talk again recently, right? Well, let me open the actual article properly because I think that let me open the article and I think
Yeah.
what just happened.
I don't know if anybody else have any thoughts. I saw BrickTalk join us. Shay, I don't know if you have any thoughts on it too.
Same thing.
Shay, you
So
really
the
find
IPO
a
is a
good one
decent
here.
prospect. Okay, that's what I want to check. I was checking is the IPO news or IPO saying we're not yet. This IPO
Which
saying
one?
not yet.
The other
Well,
article?
So
I didn't hear what you said.
Margarita of the Caribbean saying
Oh, I
again,
think
IPO is not yet.
yeah, not right now.
I mean, again, you know my view
Mm-hmm.
about companies and CEOs, but um, what what does Hmm.
Mm,
I mean, him saying that the distant prospect. That's a headline, right? That's just a headline. That don't
Was it
mean
Signal?
at this point. Shout out to Dashan.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
I
yeah. He did in there.
I actually have to go and read this out. I like I like this a lot.
We
Um,
have more. We have more quotes in this one.
yeah, I suspect it's
One
one
conversation,
conversation and
two
you cut it off. Yeah.
might be a threat.
yep.
Uh, Potential offering in an October
Interview.
2023 interview. That's 2 years
Mm-hmm.
ago. Stated pursuing a listing on a major regional exchange to raise US 4 to 5 mil for expansion. Um, After an update there said it's obviously something I can't speak to as yet. This is 2 years later. Only that it was in the company's very near future.
So is that does that sound like that's not that doesn't sound like this on process, is it?
No, but again, we don't. Well, I encourage you not to do
That's a quote, my brother.
headline journalism. Yeah, that is a hell of a quote.
The quote is the
Is in
quote
the
is fighting the headline.
Well, I don't read the headlines. I read the articles. I don't know how that could have been a headline. Anyway, maybe because we haven't read the
Maybe
whole
I read
thing.
the whole thing. Okay.
They acknowledge setbacks. Those that the mobile location was knocked out of commission, but it's back on track now. Partial reopening in December. He expected to be fully operational before the year is out. Damaged cruise ship pier is um, expected to be back online in very short order. Shay, is the Ochi cruise ship pier open? You
Mm,
know?
mm-mm.
No, you don't know, or no, it's not open.
I'm going to say no, I don't know. But
But
I'm
last I
going to
checked, it wasn't.
say also, yeah, it wasn't. Um, Also, I went by there the other day, and just based on how the traffic was, I don't think they're using the original one just yet.
Mm.
I mean, yeah, they're not using the big one. They're using the small one, same way.
Hmm.
Uh, but we're in what, October now? Come
Mm-hmm.
on, guys.
Well, if I did a whole heap of reading around that thing. I mean, they're redoing it and they're trying to redo it
Oh
properly,
yeah,
right? The cruise ship really
yeah.
damaged it. Yeah,
I know they're going
I think
to
that,
go bigger. Like that was the whole idea.
yeah, go bigger. Yeah, and that's I think worth it. And
Oh yeah,
also do it
definitely.
properly so that just in
Mm-hmm.
case that thing happens again, you don't have the same sort of thing.
Exactly.
Um, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man. So if you're going to do it, just do it good and done. I can support that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, you wouldn't have heard that because I think that wouldn't necessarily have been said quite as openly again because it was heading into elections and yeah, you just of all the times to listen to politicians, it's not before an election.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, but now that the election done and we know who the winners are, I mean, it's back to work. And so I think it's being done, and that's a major dot there also. Um, and I remember it's so funny. I remember that quote from this article, but I was looking it up because of Dolphin Cove. I'd actually shared it to the girl group when it came up because of Dolphin Cove highlighting that. But anyway, bullish on Jamaica. Given the absence of fresh IPO details, they're steered focus toward the group's operational performance. Most transparent evidence which come from its listed subsidiary MTL, Margaritaville Turks Limited. And you guys can go on my money G and look that up. I mean, yeah, strong numbers. Uh, but going back to the point, because I hell of a tangent, I don't want to lose it. I'll answer the question I also asked Danai, so it's fair. How would I do it? And how could I interpret this? How could I interpret uh
That dividend thing.
yeah, that dividend? Oh, here comes Phil.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, come
Rick
in, Phil. You
Cutter.
you catch a lawsuit, not me. Come in.
That's what
Relevant.
friends are for.
That's funnier than you think, Yoshi.
Oh,
That's funnier than you think.
Jaja.
hilarious.
Boy,
That's
I don't know. I
hilarious.
wonder if I mean it's vague enough to who is paying which dividend to whom and which parent company are they talking about. So I mean, if
Never thought about it like that.
a a parent company that the is owing money to ECL, whether it's St. Lucia or the ultimate parent company, whichever one, receives dividend from a different subsidiary, that dividend could be used to that's cash flow into that parent, and that could be used to pay. They can use that for whatever they want, including paying the debt to their other subsidiary. Is that what they mean? Maybe dividend opportunities.
That's it. I'm wondering if like they shared the article with Ian there before, and he was able to say yes
Able
to
to
this. But
prepare
again, well, again, assuming it's the same conversation that led to the
the IPO
other
thing.
article, maybe I don't know. It's an interesting sentence to put out there.
Mm-hmm.
And then the follow-up sentence, I just point out again that this is not what he said. This is just in the article.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
This points to a mechanism where future dividends paid to the parent company would effectively reduce the outstanding loan balance. So I mean,
Even
okay,
if you
maybe
just take
you could have like maybe you could have like an agreement with the parent that we will agree for our other subsidiary that is majority shareholder in ECL, that we will offset the loan amounts against the dividend or portion of the dividend payments, and so that counts as a repayment,
Mm-hmm.
and it also allows greater cash to remain on the company's books, right? Because you'd be declaring like you'd be declaring a dividend of whatever size, and roughly half of it, 49. Am I looking at the right one? No. You'd
60
be
odd
declaring a
percent.
dividend, and 60 odd percent of it is staying on the books in terms of
Mm-hmm.
cash. You'd have to find cash for it. But that cash, I'm sure, wasn't unneeded. I'm sure that money was needed before.
So it'll be
So
shifting the
if
debt out of this sub to the next sub, right? Or shifting the debt up
as
the ladder, moving three things with the ladder.
up the ladder back down here and it's our subsidiary, so I'm saying, hey, the payments you're gonna give to Peter, that and Peter owe me a grand, so and I owe you a grand. So instead of paying Peter the grand, keep that grand, and I don't owe you nothing anymore.
Mm-hmm.
That could work. That could work.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I said that could work. I know for a fact that that can work.
yeah,
Um,
because
Yeah.
dividend is not
Things worked so
a
before,
dividend is not
and will
shit.
work so
It's
in
not
the
debt.
future.
Right?
yeah. So let me ignore what Danai just said. What you said a while ago, Phil?
No, I don't mean I don't mean that badly. No.
Mm.
No, I know you don't mean it badly. I don't mean it badly. I know you don't mean it badly. Shout out to what is the name of that? That ticker is defeating me. What's the name of that ticker? That NCB listed company the other day.
NCB listed company.
NCB
NCB
listed it,
listed
but
company.
they're just a
Omni.
broker. It's not like the Omni.
Mm,
Yeah, shout out to Omni.
Omni. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
Oh,
shout
I
out to
don't think
Omni.
about Omni too much.
But they kind of, I think they kind of match what you just said, no, don't I? Dividend offsets and all kind of thing. In fact, I believe there was a
Makes
dividend
sense.
offset
I
somewhere
think
in
so.
there. Yeah, I think I'm going off memory. I could be wrong. But sorry,
Yeah,
Phil.
I'm wondering if I am as well. I wonder if I imagine this.
You're not wrong with what you said because you never said any company. You said it happened in the past, and I agree
I
with
know.
it happened in the
No,
past.
he said Omnia. It sounds familiar. But I don't know if I'll see. I'll check.
I could be wrong too. It might be it might just be in my mind. Uh, but yeah, Phil, you're saying.
Yeah, man. No, I was just saying that the dividend. a dividend coming from another sub to the parent wouldn't be debt. It's just a dividend.
True. But if
So it
the
wouldn't.
parent owes the sub, then the payments could offset it, right? Then you have to look at, like, what does that mean? Like, is we gonna offset it over the next 10 years, 15 years? Because again,
Mm-hmm.
it's a large debt. It's larger than the bond
Balance,
that they
yeah.
did. Yeah,
Huge.
17 million US.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Anyway, yeah.
17 million US, who knows? So what I think, saying I was going to answer what I think could happen.
Mm-hmm.
That level of money that's there, maybe then I prepare some of the other members of the group and I IPO them and I maybe have a nice reserve. Or in the IPO, we have some shares that convert and convert as payout to ECL in order to wipe away the debt. So ECL no longer has the debt, but ECL has 17 million US worth of 17 million US worth of Margaritaville Caribbean shares, maybe, or Margaritaville Jamaica shares. And
Huh.
so, you create it. Although that would do what? That would be valuing like Margaritaville. Let's say they were to value Margaritaville Caribbean at that'd be valuing it at what? Almost 3 billion US? 17 mil US is almost 3 billion Jamaican, sorry. 2.7. Yeah, 2.7,
Fine, yeah.
2.7 billion Jamaican. So not junior. Well, no, wow. Maybe junior. What's the new junior limit with the 750? Like what does
750,
it?
right?
Yeah, no, what does it? What's the 20%?
Oh, you mean the value? 755
Yeah.
times times 5. 750 times 5, 150 times 350. 375 or something like that?
Hmm.
Oh, yeah. That would be junior, yeah.
That would be. And hmm.
You get a tax break.
And that's great on top of something like that. A tax break is
That is an
perfect on top of something
amazing
like that.
move.
On top of something like that, if you're saving yourself by getting a tax break in that situation.
That's an amazing move.
Uh-huh.
Sort of thing that on. No, all right.
That's certain
Let's.
that the amazing guys do, eh?
Yeah, some of them. Yeah,
Those junior market guys.
yeah. I mean, all right. Granted, all right. The 750 caps the company 3.7 billion. They can come to
Mm-hmm.
market with a full group. Yeah, you could. Oh, that's good. You come to market with a full group. You come the full 750. And you give the shares. You give maybe the Lions. Wow, you do the Lions share of the listing or of the shares as a gift, if you will. And I'm not saying gift. I don't have this right. I'm sick, so forgive me. Feverish brain. But you could then do the shares maybe like just as payment to ECL.
Payment.
That's all.
They'll give payment, yeah. Payment.
Yeah, payment to ECL.
Mm-hmm.
But and then that doesn't just belong
And then
to
that
that belongs to ECL. I mean, it belongs to all the shareholders. But then maybe
uh-huh.
ECL,
Uh-huh.
ECL does a dividend in specie of all the shares, and then 62% of those shares go right back to. Oh, that's
Mm-hmm.
beautiful if that's what it is.
and no
Mm-hmm.
cash.
That's beautiful if that's what
No
it
cash is
is.
lost.
No cash is lost. The debt is off the book. You've done an IPO.
Mm-hmm.
Shareholders are happy, like me. I'd be very happy.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you've strengthened the company some sort of way, especially if you do a
Mm-hmm.
dividend in specie and it worked out that way, and
Mm-hmm.
then
And then
you've also
value
made the market more
get some
exciting. Yeah, you've
yeah,
also
and then
brought
you as a
something new
shareholder
to
get
the market.
something tangible.
Oh, yeah,
That would be
Mm-hmm.
great.
that would actually be nice.
But,
I suspect that that's what is being thought of. Hence, maybe the dual talk of IPO and it's
As well as that's funny. Dividends paying off that. That's something.
yeah. That
Dividends. There's a lot of dividends in that whole
Dividend.
thing.
Mm.
which is why you said a mechanism. Well, he didn't say mechanism.
He didn't say
Um,
it, but he did say. But his code said dividend.
also
Dividend
pay
opportunities.
that
You know,
down
dividend.
through dividend opportunities in the
Dividend
future.
opportunities, which
A very telling sentence.
yeah,
So yeah, a lot of potential there, friends.
Or it could just be the lie that I want to believe, right?
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
All have hopes
it's
and
it's the
dreams.
thing I said though. It's I'm trying to find
Run the
ways where
ambition
it's not
again.
just
Mm-hmm.
the thing that just doesn't sound like it could be.
Well, we know then I think that what we know is upfront, just plainly spoken about like that. It can't work that way, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Solid.
If I, oh, yeah, if if
I don't know if it's a far of us. We keep looking. We look for the sense, right? And
correct,
hope that the sense we see is what they're saying.
yeah, it's a very interesting article. Shout out to Dashan.
Yeah.
I have to give the praise where it's due because I have to give the praise where it's due because the state of the journalism in the space it's gotten enough of a beating. Some I have to point out when it's when there are bright sparks, and
It's
this
good.
is a,
Yeah,
yeah, this is
yeah.
a wonderful. This is the kind of article I want. I don't need. I can read the
I
financials,
don't
and
need
I
the financials back at me. I don't need to tell me.
exactly,
Oh,
and I
I
have read
got
the
rolled and
financials
da da da
already.
da da. Da.
But pairing the financials with a interview and quotes from the interview like
Yep.
this is actual value add.
I appreciate it.
We have we've made
Need it.
good money off of things like this, you know,
Uh,
of just an article
Literally
like that
millions, literally millions and
saying
millions.
the right thing.
Yeah.
So I can say I can actually have an actual insight into what's going on versus tell me I said bro by 12%. Oh yeah, I have a calculator too, bro.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, no, this I am willing to bet that I will make money in the future because of this specific sentence.
All right, Shay, how much from that?
Yeah.
Which year that?
Ah, ah, um, wow, 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 wow.
So that now look on the queue.
So that's a good point to bring me back to that night. The day before, I don't,
The
not
trade,
today,
heavy
yesterday, not
trade.
the day before, yesterday.
The volume, man, the volume.
Yeah, 5.2 mil worth, 1.8 million units
Mm-hmm.
um traded in ECL. Hmm. Was that its biggest day ever? Not ever, but this year? No, it wasn't. It's second biggest day this year, with its biggest day being January 3rd. So if we move past January 3rd, yeah, if you ignore January 3rd, this is the yesterday was the biggest day ever.
Mm-hmm.
1.8 million units traded. Hmm. And it's traded interestingly.
Wait a minute. When is Earth come out? Shay?
I don't remember. No.
The article we're just quoting
10th, the
came
10th.
out the 10th. Yeah.
Okay. So a week ago,
Last
basically.
week Friday. Yeah.
And it came out right after that put out Q1 numbers,
Hmm.
first quarter numbers. Hmm. And to their credit, the numbers were also strong,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, the numbers were also strong. I mean,
Yep.
last year was their best year ever in terms of profit, revenue and profit. Um,
Look who
yeah,
fell.
last year was the best year ever in terms of revenue and profit, and this year start off at least with the first quarter being better than last year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like 50%, 49.7% better than the year before. That's not a slight increase.
Mm-mm.
A nice little increase right there.
Yeah.
Look who
So
bought
the quality of that.
$4 million worth in Q3.
Say
Surprise,
that again.
surprise. Look who bought $4 million worth of shares in Q3. I mean, $4 million is not much for these guys, but it is their third largest addition for Q3. ECL, that is.
Hmm.
In
MJE.
Yeah, look at the thing there. Look on the trades on the day. What it happened?
when what happened?
The trades on Thursday, yesterday. The 1.8 that traded.
Yeah, yeah. Like I was looking on them, I was saying it's not like it's very interesting, right? It's split. It's not just a one big trade.
It's not one, but also I'm looking at I'm scrolling on the replay,
Uh-huh.
and the buy side did not move. Meaning, okay, some of it hit the buy, some of it. Like for the most part,
Let's see both of them together.
270 just sits there, and then wait, there's a both of them to no.
No, no, no. When I say both of them, I was talking about what's on my screen, for everybody. Uh, so you see in the replay how the trades happen throughout the day. So not in the pre-opening, 600,000 traded in one go, but to two
Mm-hmm.
accounts. I mean, okay.
Let's pre-open and you open anything
No, no,
there.
I looking at the queue as I said that I look at the queue and the
An
broker
order
link
comes up, and
orders.
a 280 drops on the buy, and then it gets swept, and the broker link 280 just sits there, and then it gets swept. The 270.
Uh,
Somebody made a call.
no, I think uh, you know what? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? You listen to the new Chronix album?
Eh?
It's great or terrible, depending on who you
But no,
ask.
I know. I feel old in music. Let's not go into
You think you
that.
think you feel old in music yet, my brother? Wait,
I
wait
don't
about
listen to
6 or 7 more years.
I do not listen to new music really.
You know what?
I listen to new music.
It only gets worse. That's a joke. 6 7. Do you know what 6 7 means?
No,
Exactly. I don't think anybody knows what it means. But I think that's the point. It
that's
only
new.
gets worse. Uh, Plus, I don't know if there's anything left for like the generations below you, bro. You
That's what
guys,
generations have both said.
no, we did murder and homophobia and money and gal and gun as always. But you guys did Obia, which no, none of us saw that coming. So,
You
so
guys, that's funny. That's not my people, my brother.
you guys did Obia. So I don't know what's left. What's left for the kid? There's nothing left. I always thought,
Shay, you're the you guys in this one.
What?
I'm sorry. I'm at
yes,
the old threshold already. I'm sorry, Shay.
I
I'm leaving you
don't
alone for this
even
one.
know the I don't even know the scammer music because they can't stay on beat, and then I'm losing my mind because I'm like,
My name here.
you can't even
yeah.
stay on beat. Why are you in the booth?
Maybe maybe I'm done with that now.
That's part
Maybe
of the job. That's part of the
yeah,
job.
yeah. Maybe I'm done with the beat thing too. I really don't know what's left because I wouldn't think, yo, everybody go God, let's go Satan. What's after Satan, bro? There's nothing left.
And find a new religion for run with.
Oh boy. Yeah, this whole roll of the day looks managed to me. It looks managed. It looks like
Manage.
some
But then
pre-done,
somebody made
yeah.
a call. So they was a plan out. I do this and you do that and cool.
Or
I need some.
or some things have to be moved. We need cash here, or we need, we don't want to lose it there, which is also the point of my little made up theory around um no dividend in specie or whatever,
Hmm.
because it allows you to not actually lose
Back to your own money
control
Mm-hmm.
or
again.
yeah. Yeah. Matter of fact, if I'm giving 62, if 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 the max on the market is 3.7 3.7 billion on the junior market. Not that they're limited to that, but
Hmm.
why wouldn't you take the tax break if you can? And they have shown the sense. I mean, that group has shown, it has listed two things from it. So it's shown that it likes and understands the value of the tax break. Um, so assuming that it does that, wow, the difference between the junior market max and the debt that's owed is roughly 37%, roughly 37%, meaning the junior market max is 37% higher than the money that's
Hmm.
owed.
Hmm.
If and the part of ECL that Margaritaville St. Lucia does not own is roughly 37%. Roughly. Roughly 37%. Is let me give the exact number. No, yeah, I don't like when the numbers line up like that. It's 37.6%, 37.7%.
Wow.
Hmm.
And it and the junior market max compared to the money that's owed is the junior market max is roughly 37.6% higher. So if I were to if I had to do a full oh wow. If I were to do a full dividend in specie as repayment, I'm paying you back via this company. So I'm giving you this company. And then of course you don't have any use for the company per se. Of course, you being ECL don't have any use for the company. So you do a dividend in specie to give it back to your shareholders who they might have a bigger use for it. But that's actually a method of listing. That can be one of the
No,
listing.
No, that has to be main market. Main market cannot do introduction. Junior market cannot do introduction. Main market can.
True, true. Do I care more about the tax break or do I care more about the removing the debt?
Tax
Who
break.
is I? Thank you, Shay.
Running the group.
You know exactly. You answer your question already. I mean,
No, not
um,
necessarily.
who did that bother?
Hmm. Who does the debt bother? Dashan. I mean, the debt should bother shareholders. So let's say that you.
Thank you. Okay. Yes. So look on the
Hmm.
top 10. Look on the top 10.
No, no. I think what I'm thinking then is how do I list it via intro?
Your
But that's
IPO. You don't intro. You don't IPO. Why intro?
but how do I give you those shares then?
What do you mean?
I have to transfer the value of your of the debt that
Uh-huh.
I owe you to you.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm IPOing,
No, I do the dividend
I
speech
IPO
when I'm IPO.
100%.
We mean 100%.
Like a Trans Jamaica, I'm giving it all up
Why?
because I'm not really giving it all up. I'm 62% of the company. I'm giving it all up to, so I'm gonna have 62% of it anyway. In the
Uh-huh.
end, right? If I do a dividend in specie, so if I IPO 20, IPO 20 as maybe a selling shareholder, IPO 20 as
Mm-hmm.
selling shareholder, and then the remaining amount I pay over to the company I owe. Then that company I owe does a dividend specie of those shares to its own shareholders. So it's a dividend specie of a newly listed company.
Mm-hmm.
Once that happens, so the paying over of it is just to remove the debt, and then the dividend
Mm-hmm.
specie is to put the ownership back where I would like it to be,
Mm-hmm.
which is with me.
Also, I control what that thing is,
Yeah, of course.
especially it's not listed.
But
So
it will come listed. I don't lose control at any point outside of
uh-huh. No, I don't mean control of the thing. I mean control what it is, meaning what it owns, what the company is, what is under that. So
mm.
when I IPO it, it is it is what I give you. It's not what it doesn't have to stay what it is now. Meaning, say anything I don't want to give it, it's moved off
Oh
before
yeah,
before
yeah,
the
yeah, of
IPO.
course. Yeah, 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 yeah. You move the value that you don't. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So the thing I'm presenting for an IPO, I do the dividend species, lumber it, dividend species, everything nice. IPO it for whatever 20% of it.
And maybe about 2 million units last
Look at that
quarter.
top 10. That's why I say who did that bother? Because the thing I know
Yes, sir.
is the kind of thing where
Before the energy now.
who is the most activist investor in this market? Who cares about them shares? You know what I mean? And them spend their money. I know maybe if I cannot see where maybe that's completely okay with the debt looking like that. You know, I have this money that whatever. And this
We,
was a part of a larger plan, but
I
that
mean,
and
aren't most
Which
things that
this could have been the larger plan.
not could. If remember we spoke about this years ago as a
years
possibility.
ago,
Yeah, man.
years.
So I don't think that we are the only people who have a little bit of sense. November last year, in the November quarter last year, the parent company sold 5 million units.
Mm-hmm.
Where did that 5 mil end up? Uh, I mean, it's hard to track things like that, and you don't really need to. But Mayberry is the most recent active, and this also the sort of thing is prime Mayberry.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Who else with
they did the whole dividend speech.
it?
They did the whole dividend
Easy.
speech with MJE, right? MJE, MIL,
And Lumber
and
happened.
Lumber Blue
Mm-hmm.
Power. Yeah,
So this to me, I mean, Mayberry, it's already a Mayberry company. So all this stuff around are screaming Mayberry.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. And so is the Q. So it's just, it, but it also might just be the pipe dream. Might just be the lie that we
might be.
want to believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But to me, hmm, and just Shay's original point around the moving out and whatever, there's value there.
Hmm.
So I do like it. And I say, my initial look at the queue wasn't even with the trades yesterday happening. I saw it and I was noticing it. But with what Shay said, I look at the queue and I was like, it's not necessarily a short play. So there is the queue. Hmm, I can take a longer approach, sitting and waiting and just buying.
Yes, and
And it's
I
not a lot of shares out there for this company, by the way.
correct, correct. Not a lot of shares, and even less shares if you have like a Mayberry buying up.
Mm-hmm.
shoring up. MJE specifically?
That's not even new, to be honest.
No. That's how it got. These things
I've
take
had a
time.
thought already with this thing. Is how they've
Yeah.
been how they've pulled in. I remember.
From before the bond, and then they did the bond, and the bond I thought was, and the bond seemed to have helped them because the numbers look a lot stronger. I that 36% is it's like just things that just fit together.
Too well.
Yeah, I'm sure it's nothing. Anyway, we've been talking. Shit, that's a hell of a one. It's a hell of a stop to
There's a hell
jump
of a
off.
thing.
Yeah, man, hell of a move.
Yes, that was
Good on
fun.
this one. Oh.
Break
They might
cut
have
up.
competition at the Q them now. So after you buy a 1.8 million yesterday, you might see me buy some too.
Yeah. And it's not like the thing don't pay dividends. You pay dividends. You pay dividend in US dollars.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, if there's one thing such fun love, is the thing you have to, which we should all try and adapt to, which is you're going to grab something, you're going to hold it for a while, it has to give you back some value.
Mm-hmm.
And so the value in the form of dividends. Jeez, but imagine Anyway, anybody have any other stocks in mind? Any other companies in mind?
Like this.
You never have to be like this. You never have to be like this. Yeah, and yeah, no pressure for it to be like this. So as we know, there's almost always something interesting in almost any stock you pick on the market. So anybody wants a speaker request, we're not going all night. We actually soon wrap. So if you definitely want to ask about a company or hear us talk about a company, now is the time to send a
Now is the
speaker
time.
request and
Break
ask
cut
us
at it
about it.
gone. Like, I don't.
No,
Oh, you're
Yeah,
here.
still might
I'm
be
still
there.
Oh,
here.
Yeah,
excellent.
man.
Love
Well,
hearing from you.
why is just the thing there? But I want to chime in on it now because
What
I mean that article by Dashan
Oh, okay.
and reiterate that I agree Dashan is doing some good work,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. I'm wondering if like him
Some
leaning on
good
David
work.
still for some of the numbers, but this has been like the sort of thing I've always wanted to see from David. Where it's not just the numbers.
More.
Not just the numbers.
Yeah, I don't care
Yeah,
about the
just
numbers like that. Just on its own.
Them tell me already.
Exactly. Add some color
right.
to the numbers. This is
Yeah, what?
beautiful.
Yeah, getting
Especially
deeper into
since
the thing.
often the management discussion and analysis is lacking.
That
Let's
one
say
thing is
that.
so.
So
Hey,
I want something
Yeah, man.
more.
I assure you that he would not have said in the MDNA,
Exactly.
we're gonna do it via
Exactly.
dividends.
Anything
See, that
about
would
Exactly.
not make it through the
dividend.
MDNA.
Exactly.
Definitely.
I want more.
Wow. And it's a quote. Ooh.
Definitely not.
Yeah, thank you, Dashan. Dashan coming in Q4 like him want to get journalist of the year.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man, snatch it in Q4. With this kind of writing, yeah, two more this and definitely. Wow.
Yeah, man.
And it's two articles with wonderful value.
It might be a third.
Yeah. Ultimately, you want to try at this point. Certainly two, but probably three, he told this week. Wow. Wow.
I mean, look in this one article. Two strong lines to go down, right?
Mm-hmm. Strong, clear lines, yeah,
Also,
wonderful.
I like, just to say it, I like that kind of thing where I can identify more than one lines opportunity in one stock. It's insurance.
Oh, yeah.
I buy for one and the next thing it's something that happens on the line where I can bet on it.
Yeah.
So
To dive.
Oh, maybe you're coming. Again, every week.
Every
Every
week.
week. Kind of pay, what I'm paying you via, they give you dividends via Kio.
Well, I hope so.
Maha
I
Capital.
see. Maha
That's
Capital.
another
Yeah.
multi-year one that we've been waiting on.
Yeah, man. We'll see.
Yeah.
I think the first Kia purchase was 2023.
Maybe the first time I spotted it was via SVL, not so.
Yeah.
or via something. One of my alerts went off, and it was Mayberry in a place where I wouldn't expect Mayberry. Because I think in the I want to say Bloomberg, the Bloomberg, it was
Oh,
the raise for Keo World, and they were saying that
Yeah, right. That initial raise.
yeah. And then the big thing I saw
Well,
of it
not the
was like
initial.
I think it was a Q1 spend with SVL where they had less profit than I expected them to have, and I couldn't figure out why. I was like, we're 2 billion,
Yeah.
we're 100, and I think at the time 100 or 300 million gone, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And the 300 million is like
Something.
two million US, like what 2 million US gone, or whatever the number was. I think it's 2 million US. And deep in the numbers, it was the Keo World, and that was a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
You think
And that was
you
23.
think it's time now?
Looking like some signals saying that an exit is nigh.
You think so?
I don't think it's now. I think in a few months.
Um,
I think in a few months. I mean, I believe they have.
well, you said something in the girl group, but I'll leave it for in the girl group for tomorrow. But you had some timing towards the actual exact
Yeah,
yeah, a timing point, which you know how good a timing point is.
yeah, very helpful
Yeah,
usually.
very, 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 very helpful. And especially when it comes to the Nasdaq, anything on the US market, the sort of structure that they do have, that is one good thing that I like. Uh,
Yeah, man, very clear.
yeah, something that will hopefully see the JSC move towards more in the future.
Yeah,
No, JSC. It's not really well, it's JSC, FSC. FSC might force it. Anyway, I don't know if that I brought that up. I don't know if that's your point, Bill, about the Keo and SVL, MGL,
and
MJE.
SVL, MGL declared, not declared. They put out their dividend notice.
Uh-huh.
Hope it's not a fake out this time. They said they're having their dividend consideration meeting next week, Thursday. Last quarter they met and didn't give a dividend, and then yeah, I suspect they had use for the money. They usually do.
No
But
doubt.
we'll see how we go this quarter.
Yeah. They also got a lot of money, right, with the re-up of that bond.
Yeah, and and there's a dollar bond now, which is gonna be used to pay down some debt.
Mm-hmm.
They are the owners of that debt.
Pay it down early, that's all.
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw that. I
I think
laughed
it's due
looking at
January
that. January, as in January to come, January 2026.
2026. Yeah,
Well, then again, that's not really early. That's right
well,
on time, right?
um,
Yeah, if it's due January, you do the raise. This is Q4, so
It's October, and we're going
yeah, it's
towards the end
supposed
of October now.
yeah.
yeah, and it's supposed to be closed. They plan to close November, early November.
Mm.
Mhm.
The raise. Mm.
Oh, that's so good. Mm.
what the hell?
That's so good.
You heard
Yeah,
that?
I hear a song, but we couldn't hear what it was.
Okay, good. It was nothing. It was music.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
It's about 2 million US, huh?
Uh, no, I just see it as
I think
1.5
so.
billion. That's just how I see
Oh
it.
well, no. Oh, okay. Well, that's the total bond.
Hmm.
But I think the outstanding what they're planning to refinance is something like 500 million. 500 something.
No, man,
I don't have it in
isn't it
front
a
of me.
billion that they're refinancing?
I'll have to check. Hmm. I might have only looked at what they owe Mayberry.
Well, it's not all. Well,
Well, ultimately. Ah, kind of.
I mean, it's a hell of a. I think I could be wrong, but I think the same sort of thing happened with what was guaranteed bills,
Oh, detail.
DTL. Yeah.
Which, interestingly, I don't know if I knew this before, but dollar have some debt with woodcat.
Yeah, there was that thing I remember where yeah, US 100,000 promissory note from
Yeah,
Woodcats. But
Mm-hmm.
well, when I had first heard about that, it wasn't. It was spoken of as with Woodcat's parent, which is again
Detail.
DTL.
detail. Mm,
But I don't remember. Wasn't this was this around? This was before Garden League.
I don't know. I don't
It was
remember.
paid though. It was
I
repaid. It
actually,
was repaid. So
yeah, it was repaid. Yeah, they had debt rather.
maybe it's the same thing. Maybe DTL was just using their subsidiary. So 300 million to Mayberry at 12%. Um, on behalf of DBJ,
Right.
and yeah, 300 to Mayberry on behalf of DBJ, so the on lending, and then we also have 325 at 14%. Um, and those were unsecured. Are they repaid? Yeah, they were. I mean, either way, I think 1.5. This is what I'm
Mm-hmm.
thinking about the private placement, 1.65 billion, 12% private notes.
Right.
That's what I am thinking that a large part of it is going towards clearing.
To refinance.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. I could be wrong, but I don't know. But yeah, I could be wrong.
I wonder. I am looking back at the prospectus,
What's
and
the question exactly?
Yeah, what is your question?
um, what portion of their debt are they paying off with the raise?
How much of them debt? How much of the raise is going to debt?
Right, that's what
I'm
I'm
asking
looking.
you.
That's what I remember. I
No, I
remember it
mean,
only
is that
being
in the prospectus?
500 and odd. I think so. I'll look into it.
I think it has
I'll
to
look
be.
into find it.
No?
It it
It
should be.
is.
Use of proceeds.
I had seen it. The venture. Because I don't think they're paying off the private placement.
Hmm.
I'll get through this part first, and
Where is it?
I'll follow up was why does it matter? But I want to know what's in there. How much of it they paying off?
Yeah,
So see.
1 second. Yeah, the net proceeds will be used to repay existing indebtedness of approximately 570 million
Mm-hmm.
due in October 2025 and to expand the company's loan portfolio. So I don't think that they're paying off their private placement.
Within the private placement
No,
remains.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the 570
What page
mil,
did you read that on just now?
that is page 25 under section 6, the invitation.
Thanks. In a lazy way.
6.2.
And the rest? Oh, and to expand the company's loan portfolio.
Wait,
Right.
So I
where's that?
guess,
So that's the online,
Oh, no,
basically.
so that's the thing.
More money to online.
That's the company.
Cash to online, which is fine, which is normal. That's what they do.
yeah.
Wait, no. Wait a minute. It said the net proceeds of initial use will pay off 570 million during October X.
2025. The net proceeds from the bond
Okay, so
raise.
yeah, okay. The thing I read, the thing how Phil said it was that 570 will go towards paying off and
It's a
expand
poorly worded
portfolio.
thing.
Well,
I think
no, I don't
the
think hey,
it's
I
it's
doubt
weird.
not
that.
It's a
poor.
weird. It's weird.
It's not poorly worded. It's very deliberately
No,
worded.
it's
It's
deliberately
very
worded.
careful and
The
deliberate. It's
net
not
I
poorly
proceeds
mean,
worded
will be
at
used
all.
to pay off in the next
I
one.
mean,
Here's where I think that
Oh
here's where
deliberate doesn't mean
I
it's
think it's not.
not
This reads
poor.
fine. It's
But
how Phil
okay.
said it.
yeah, it's
It
not
reads
poorly worded at all though.
no. I don't
Trust
think it's
me.
poor. I think it's
All
fine.
right then.
I think how Phil said it like 570 is going towards two things. This reads like 570 going towards paying down debt, and the rest goes towards the portfolio.
Well, that is what it says.
Yeah, but
That's
Phil.
right.
So how Phil said it was 570 towards paying down debt and expanding the portfolio.
Because that's what they
Oh,
say.
oh,
No,
oh.
they didn't say
Oh,
that.
I mean just 570. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, yeah. Well, then the
No.
big question is, right? I mean, it's a 1.5 billion raise.
Oh yeah. So
570 is just going to pay down debt,
debt. The
where the
other
other
billion
one
is going
going.
towards in debt.
Oh, one minute to
So
To expand.
loan portfolio go by a bill.
No, no, that's why I was saying, Shay, that it's not poorly worded because if you need to
Yeah.
word it in such a way to cover that unasked
poorly in
question.
terms of English. If I was an English teacher, I'd have a problem with this sentence.
Why?
I
Why?
wouldn't like it. I wouldn't like the sentence as an English
Oh
teacher.
no, I think I said it's more than fine.
Yeah, the
So
net proceeds from the
Tell me the issue.
invitation.
It doesn't give me any disambiguity. It's what Phil said that confused me.
Yeah, I said it
Yeah,
the wrong way, right?
the net proceeds from the invitation will be used to repay existing indebtedness of approximately 570 million due in October 2025 and to expand the company's loan portfolio. It's hey, if you give me 1.5 billion to pay off 570 million, I'm wording it same way. I word it the same way. I word it the same. You know, expand the company's loan portfolio. You know how beautiful that section is? So
Mm-hmm.
what I mean?
Profit, revenue at least.
Yeah. I mean also yeah, yeah.
So all right, so back to Phil now. What's the question?
So my initial premise was that I'm trying to find where it says that 570 is. My thought was that 570 was going to Mayberry.
Why? Because they own debt.
Because they own debt. I may be wrong. It may not be that particular.
That's a,
Or it may not be all of the 570. I would have to find that in the financials. That is what is due in October,
Okay.
okay.
is what it
Nice. Okay,
says.
I like that. So yeah, so what's due in October basically?
Yeah, that should be in the audited. Should be.
So it's funny that they say October because I don't remember anything being due in October. No, there we go.
Mm,
Private placement, a total of 1.17 billion 822,000 was raised from this private placement through the issuance of 10.5% variable interest rate senior secured notes with a maturity date of the 3rd of October 2025 and 11.75 variable interest rate senior secured notes with a maturity date of the 3rd of October 2027.
Mm-hmm.
That's the audited report.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So it's some due
Page
already, and
124, right?
then raising the band to pay it out. Pay it out.
Right.
But those numbers,
Come
well,
on,
okay.
Journey.
Ah, you how much numbers we got now?
18.
1.5 billion
Mm-hmm.
to pay off something quoted at 570 million. But now the auditor is speaking to that same thing. Well, they're speaking about
No,
the
it's
entirety of the
whole thing.
debt,
It's
but it's
two
in two
things. Yeah,
tranches.
yeah.
Yeah. So then maybe you pay off the both tranches early, and you just redo your whole thing because this saves you. The other one is due in a year and a half.
2020.
So you
Why?
just
You
you
think they're
clear the
going to pay
whole
off both?
indebtedness. I I mean the whole thing is 1.17,
Mm-hmm.
and Mayberry also has a 300 that they gave them. That brings me up to what, 1.47,
Mm-hmm.
and the debt raise has a fee to the broker, which is Mayberry, of of 30.
Mm-hmm.
So that brings me to 1.5.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, why wouldn't I pay off the whole 1.7? I
Cause you need
why
1 billion for your loan portfolio, bro.
Yeah, that's what it's for. That's what the money is. That's what the money is being used for. Which is why you're saying the earlier sentence and to grow the company's loan portfolio. You can't legally, you can't say I never told you. I did tell you. And if you understand what dollar does for a business, then yeah, that take money to make money. So maybe I'm just being greedy, but I can see how the whole 1.5 would come back to me. Well, it doesn't come back, does it? Give it
No,
to the
why?
company.
I think it goes back. I was don't know that you said early payment. So you're thinking to pay everything one time, no?
Yeah, why not?
Including the 2027 piece.
Yeah, why not? Because the thing I'm paying it with, it stretches the maturity out. This is 11.75 due 2027, and I can replace this with something that's I can replace it with something that's 12% for 5 years,
Mm-hmm.
7 years. Sorry. Yeah. Do I want 11.75 in a year and a half, or do I want 12% in 7 years?
Makes sense.
Over 7 years,
That's
and
fair.
it's all still me anyway. It's not like I'm
Mm-hmm.
really
Ah,
losing,
okay.
right?
That's the big part there for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I also I could just,
It's all you, so
I mean,
you can go to where you want. To be honest.
I'd probably be participating too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
of course. I just got some money in the bond over here. I take this bond money, I give it to you. You'll give me back that money plus the interest because it represents this debt that you're repaying early. And so that's how you make 1 year's worth of interest or 2 or 3 years worth of interest on in less than 2 or 3 years. I could be wrong, obviously, as I hear. I do this out of my head. I mean, we could be wrong. None of us are accountants, so do the math for yourself. But I could, yeah, and the 30 is just a cherry on top.
Yeah, the stretching out of the time
Big deal. That's a refinance.
is a big deal. That's how you refinance, and that's how dollar cycles the money.
Hmm.
The time is the value. Mm.
And then you live in the margins too, because I mean, if yeah, yeah, yes, that's that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what
just
that's
like you.
yeah, yeah. Here's the funny thing. What do you what do you
That, that
guys think this impact of all of this may be on dollars dividends, however? Because these are almost all double digit
Mm-hmm.
bond
yeah.
repayment interest rates.
I think they remain
And
lame.
cash. You think they even continue?
They don't need to. Same.
People might they don't need
Same guy.
to. From whose perspective don't they need to?
I think. Gosh.
Yeah, we might they don't need to. It's just like ECL, you ask it, who it is. You remember each time I'm thinking about it, I have to think about whose perspective am I coming from. Yeah,
I think
I
yeah.
mean, it's one
And,
perspective, right?
I think if there's
Like,
yes,
who else
there's
need
no,
to?
one perspective.
I don't think. Yeah, who has anything? What Warren Buffett used to say. He make decisions. He get up in the morning, look in the mirror, him ask
Mm-hmm.
that person what they want to do, and that's how he making decisions.
That's it.
And every you ask, him look in the mirror, him look in the mirror and ask that person, and then everybody in the room agrees. It's just him in the room. Yeah, you're right. I think they could
I don't
continue
think
with.
it'll be any massive dividend, but I think that can continue.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I think they can continue. I
Can
think
find a way to continue.
yeah, I think much lower yield. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's
Well,
okay.
Yeah.
Let me say it. Go from it. I probably sounding like I'm saying although I said it remains lame. I don't think the dividends go really crazy. I think just continue to be lame.
Oh, that's what I thought you said. I thought you said lame.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I agree.
okay.
I don't think dividends get better off for this.
Yeah, I don't think the dividends get any better off this either. I think,
And again, same guy.
yeah,
Like I
and the covenants on it, the covenants on it might be such that I mean, if paying out if I'm gonna protect what I'm doing, I'm gonna protect what I'm doing, and the thing that would help me to protect the thing that's giving me 12 and 11% per annum,
mm-hmm.
14 depending on where you are, is yeah, the thing that's going to give me that, if for it to continue to give me that, it means that I cut the ordinary shares dividend. I cut it immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Who amongst us wouldn't cut it?
Yeah, and I'm eating already, so it's just an
Yeah,
income game. Not really bother me.
yeah, yeah. And that's what I would do.
Like either I make money in dividends or or death. I'm
But the
making
debt is
money.
so much better
Both.
than debt is
Uh-huh.
so much better
Right.
than the dividends. Yeah,
Yeah.
so much better.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a magnitude better. Worse if I own.
And the process of the process of raising the debt, I get a fee on that as well.
Yeah, that's cherry on top. A nice like a 30.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I do that. I do that especially if I know I have bigger plans, and for now I need this thing to just be an engine and just keep working this way. Yeah. So the rich get richer. Dollar. All right. We've been going for a little while. We can stop it at the last half. I'll ask you guys anything you want to ask me or anybody else on. Anybody else that wants to come on, this is your last chance to send a speaking request, and we'll talk about whatever you want. But barring that, anybody else on here? No views, Courtney, Shade, and I, Brick Cutter.
Nothing to mind right now.
There's one thing I
Nothing to
want.
mind.
Well, the chill session tomorrow is going to be, I think, more interesting. There's one for the first in a long time. I have that don't want to talk about it feeling around a company. Worse, yeah, worse. I've seen reactions with it. So Carreras though, how about the Carreras?
Wait. You say there's a company you don't want to talk about?
Yeah, for the first in a long time.
Definitely I want. That's what I want to ask you about then.
Yeah, but we'll talk about that tomorrow. We'll talk about that
No problem.
tomorrow off here. I don't want to talk about that at BrickTalk. But Carreras though, Carreras over the last 3 months, 14.5% up. Um,
Mhm.
Also a
Mm-hmm.
very popular stock, well loved
Nice dividends to boot.
and wonderful dividends. Yeah, and I say Carreras, you say dividends. Um, and one of the best. I mean, Carreras is an investor's dream for the year, right? Like it's a dividend
Mm-hmm.
payer. The yield has kept up, and also cap gains on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yo, you can't even flip. I even did a couple of flips off of Carreras. Not a couple, just one over like I think a 6 week flip over like the last 6 weeks. Is it longer? And however long it was, because I got a dividend also with it. So I got like it was like 3 times whatever. It's like bond money. It's like I get a bond, but I didn't have to wait a year to get the bond.
Mm-hmm.
Um, over the last months, and it keeps going.
Why do you think it's going? I
People buying,
mean, it's not.
buying and selling.
It must be the dividends, man.
Yeah, I mean, they've been giving Korea's been giving dividends for years.
Yeah.
Are they giving dividends at a higher rate now?
Uh
Mm,
technically, yeah. Technically, yeah. Technically. But I mean, they maintain the rate, but the share price has increased. So
hmm.
that's, strong.
Which is, yeah, it's very strong because that's a higher rate for those who had it at a lower price,
Yeah. Honestly,
increasing dividend
I
yield.
think I think it could be retail.
No, that makes me have to
Hmm.
look at it.
Yeah, honestly, I think it could. Well, wow, on Friday we had 155 trades. Is that
Mm-hmm.
unusual?
It's above norm, but not too crazy. Like some days ain't happening.
Not average trades, well, including yesterday. So let me take yesterday out of it. Today, let me take today out of it. Yeah, average trades is about 79 a day.
Mm-hmm.
Average daily trade is 79 a day. Sorry, that's from the start of the year till now. Sorry about that. Uh, that's a bit unusual, actually.
Mm-hmm. I say that because just scrolling, I guess it's 50s and 60s and with some like sometimes it hits the hundreds. 172 on September 22,
Yeah.
145 3 days after that. It's like fluctuates. Hmm. Retail though?
It's a wild theory why I said retail. Also, I said retail before I realized that there are 155
No,
trades
even
yesterday.
to me, it's even more than just yes today. I look at like just
The history,
70s a lot.
70 is a lot. No, look at the shape of the 70, if you will. Look at the orders. It's not a one big order.
Mm-hmm.
It's in pieces.
Mm-hmm.
And Carreras, like dividends have amazing PR. And Carreras' dividends probably have the best PR out of all of them. And people ball dividends. I love the dividends whenever I'm actually experiencing cap gains, right? I love the actual cap gains. And they've been balling that for this for a good little while now. So the quote unquote dividend stock is giving all-time highs in terms of cap gains. I feel like a lot of the retail may be pouring into this, and I feel like a lot of the retail, especially anybody who takes the bite and goes Transjamaica, nice, and actually sells. I sell at a profit. And the reason
Hmm.
why I said I love Transjamaica's dividends, well, I'm out now. You know how people are. They don't think they can go back into the thing they just came out of. So if I sell like dividends, I don't know much about the stocks thing, and I'm looking for something else. What's the next best? Carreras. No, do I think that it's all retail? Not really, but I don't know. Just look at how the trades have been going. Right, it's little trade split up.
Today, a lot of small trades.
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
small trades, and this is not unusual. I've been
Yeah,
looking
so
for like
70 is a lot. It's very sustained.
so 155 is double that
Mm-hmm.
and more. So I think it's retail. I feel like there's heavy retail presence, let us say.
Yeah. Mm.
And I think it could be heavy retail presence with, like I said, I think it could be heavy retail presence on specifically on the back of Trans Jamaica quote unquote success. So if I come out of Trans Jamaica, I remember most of the new people, I didn't even realize they traded at an all-time high today. Thank you, my
Yeah.
money, JA.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
1911,
1911.
yeah? Yeah, man.
Uh, wow.
That's big.
So that's what I think the shape of the retail is like. Remember the majority of the retail don't know nothing at all about quote unquote the stocks thing. And so and you have to think of the lies that they tell themselves, right? The lies that we tell ourselves. We like the dividend. And
Mm-hmm.
so Trans Jamaica, anything that I sell, and again, I'm also thinking I'm not going back in. Think about it, Dana. Well, Dana, you probably know this from some of your clients. If them sell the Trans Jamaica at $4 in profit and it got up to 420, they're not buying back in, right? Even if they think it's gonna go to five
They
or
want
six
to
or
buy,
whatever,
but they don't want to buy that 420. They really want to get back in where they left.
where they left. So you need to go back down to
Yeah.
215 and let me buy back in and then come back up to four. Yeah, but and that's not likely to happen. But I really want it. I really like dividends. So what do I go? I go for my and when you say dividends, Carreras.
Mm-hmm.
That's my pet theory. It could do, but like I said, I have a fever, so could wake up tomorrow and go, that was rubbish. What the hell was I saying?
I have to look at this. So I want to look
Yeah.
look like while this is happening.
Yeah, or just take a look at like a couple of days. Cause that's like it's so funny for me. The way I immediately ruled the retail out of Trans Jamaica, except for that little thing last week. Like I rule the retail out of any heavy Trans Jamaica movement. I can't rule the retail out of this, which is weird. It looks that way to me, but it could also just be the house is getting smarter, maybe, or it
Smart
could be the
about.
deeper pockets moving. I don't. To say how would be to teach. And I'm not putting that out in the public that way. But you don't have to be the host getting smarter. They don't need to get smarter. It might be the deeper pockets, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, it's not just when we say retail, it's not just people with 50 grand, 20 grand, 100 grand. It's also, I think, people with
Millions.
yeah, right. Like I put 2 million in Trans Jamaica. I never know. I check it now, and the 2 million
Billions.
is now 8 million or 9 million. I don't have any idea how to handle a $9 million portfolio. And what did you like? Well, I like the dividends. I'm gonna buy the Carreras, and the Carreras has been going up. Nothing signals to the
Clear is a forever
retail.
recommendation from the
Exactly.
houses.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. The houses would recommend that, yeah.
Exactly.
It's in
I
Trans
don't
Jamaica
know
are the
nothing.
easy showings right now. But you want to stop
And
getting
Trans
those.
Jamaica is new.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. Hell of a case. Anyway, that's my thought. And if you guys have anything, and then we can wrap.
Yeah, I'm good for now.
Yeah, man.
Like myself. Too.
Big up Shay for the ECL. Give me a good look.
One.
Yeah. She's gonna start a hell of a rabbit hole. It's a profitable one. And
I'm going
and it
back down there now. Yeah, man.
indicates more.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
gonna need to actually walk down and go down there again.
Oh, you mean to ECL itself?
That too.
walk by the Oceanus cruise ship terminal, please. As it opens.
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
Yeah.
man.
But I suspect that we'll have JS and the government telling us, well, the JS is the government,
Yeah.
shouting it from the rafters once the cruise ship pier.
Once it reopens,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So we'll know.
Winter tourist season is upon us.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
It must happen before the hype,
Well, I don't know if it must happen, but
quote unquote. I put must in
a couple of people jobs should be on the line for this.
I agree.
yeah.
Yeah. Also, I mean, I know there's a whole heap of people in Ochi who like that's them bread and butter. So for it to
Yep.
be gone
Mm-hmm.
for so long,
Yeah, the
That's
tone is
balling.
different.
Rough.
yeah.
What that original list? What them a list, man?
Who?
What's that? Port Authority.
Who are they listed?
They were supposed to be a part of their portfolio, which is supposed to list. Can't remember which part now.
I don't know.
Anyway, that's when the IPO come, right?
Yeah, I saw a headline talking about them also looking at St. Thomas as the
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes.
logistics
Yeah, I did see that.
thing, and I thought I mean, as then I say, it's just one view.
One was you?
It's just one view. But I think anyway. So I believe anyway. Who's on the board of the Port Authority of Jamaica? It's a real question, but maybe that's homework, right?
Yeah.
Maybe that's
I'll
homework.
link that up shortly.
Maybe that's homework. Anyway, yeah. Before I pass out from Timeless, thank you guys for this. Thank you, Phil, for joining us. You're the only one who brave enough to come
Man.
on and ask for something. I don't know. Everybody want to hear, nobody know want to ask. Maybe next week we'll do an episode on just one single stock. Unless anybody else asks about anything. Otherwise, it is what it is.
Sound good.
Yeah.
SBL.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah, no, that would kill me boredom.
I know, I
Yeah,
know, I
well,
know.
where's TJH?
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'd rather do TJH and SVL though. Or Wigton. Wigton is actually an interesting one, and maybe it's time now. Maybe soon time. The interplay between those energy
With
companies.
the with their thing about there was an article as well for them.
Who?
Wigton.
Wigton?
Mm-hmm.
What was it
Yeah,
saying?
man, about well, we know they got that they want the bid on thing, and there's going to be adding solar or expanding.
Mm-hmm.
And they said they're going to be twice the size when they're done. That's fun. But like I said the first time I saw it, I'm concerned about the money. Like, where you going to get money to do this? What's the plan here?
A mix of debt and equity.
Yeah, me not like that.
Uh,
I'm concerned about that. So, I love the growth, excellent, wonderful development, better for the environment, nation building, all that. It's wonderful. But yeah,
mm-hmm.
how the money part going?
Well, I know a broker that was very willing to help them.
Same view.
Yeah, yeah. Matter of
It's
fact,
also one view.
yeah, exactly. Matter of fact,
Done.
uh, is just like the same question I got the Port Authority.
Done.
Mm-hmm.
Who's on the
Same
board?
question.
Who's on the
Dan
board?
Dan was quoted in there.
Who is the
article.
chairman of the board?
Yeah, who's the chairman of the board?
So
Yeah.
that was
Well, I can't answer
interesting.
that for Port Authority. I think the chairman of the
So
board
can I.
of the Port Authority, I think is Alak J. Jen?
Yes, it is.
Word.
Yeah, that's him.
Funny. He's on a lot of boards.
Mm.
Mark Hart, I think, is on it also.
Mm, no, not currently.
Not currently, he's not. I can't find a current
No.
listing.
I put one in the group.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Wayne Mackenzie
Wayne
is on it
McKenzie,
though.
as
Mm.
in from Wicton. Where, where did
Wayne Mackenzie from Jamaica Energy Partners.
oh, yeah, that's what I said, no? Anyway,
Yeah. I
anyway,
knew you would
guys.
say that.
Thank you guys for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you, Danai and Shay, and everybody who listened. And thank you to the BrickTalk himself for joining us.
Yeah, man.
And I hope you guys enjoyed this Brick Talk. Have
Bless
a
up.
really, really good night. And big up Heroes Day when it comes, everybody. Remember, we are the dream of a lot of those heroes.
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
we are far beyond what even some of them could have dreamed. So let's keep them proud. Night, night, everybody.
definitely.
Night, night.
Yeah, man.
Little people.
Bless.